You're late for work. You're late for work. You're late for work.
What is your problem?
I tried to wake you up.
Wake me up like a normal person.
You stay asleep too long.
Stop!
Tried to get to bed, but you stayed asleep.
Good night tonight.
You should know I'm sorry.
Wake up, nigga. We gotta get this money.
The best part of waking up is not giving a fuck.
My little clothes and stuff. I like posting pictures of my little clothes and gear and stuff. The little young dudes be on the Instagram telling me that I'm trying to dress like them. Let me tell y'all little motherfuckers something. These are our clothes. We started wearing this shit. We was wearing this shit before y'all was even fucking born. Now all of a sudden, if I wear some clothes, y'all talking about, oh, you too old to be dressing like that. Ain't that a bitch? We was wearing this shit before y'all was even born. I ain't about to be walking around here with the motherfucking Steve Harvey suits on shit. I'm about to rock this shit till the wheels fall off. Nigga, I'm gonna be 70 and feel like fresh.
Put your motherfucking dukes up. Disrespectful ass young nigga. Get him up.
All right. You gonna learn today.
Understand? I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
Buy a normal car, they say, why didn't you get a supercar? You buy a supercar, they say, be humble, buy a normal car. You show 2K profit, they say, is that it? You show 20K profit, they say, must be demo. You show it's a real account, they say, stop flaunting your money. You wear normal clothes, they say you're broke. You wear designer, they say stop showing off. You help people make money, they call you a scammer. You keep to yourself, they say you're a gatekeeper and selfish to not help others. Moral of the story. People will hate no matter what you do. Small minds can never see the positive in anything, so live and let them talk. At the end of the day, that's all they're good at.
My God, my God.
Certain double standards, certain things that I feel like certain things that apply to men should also apply to women. Prime example, like when a woman is not the best version of herself financially or is experiencing some financial hardships, you're not going to hear. It's rare that you hear men call these women broke, bummy, no matter what, because society has deemed a lot of women to believe that if a man isn't providing for her financially, solely, some women, it's like he serves no purpose. But the moment the motherfucking roles change, let a man fall short on the wayside financially. Baby, watch how fast he come. Ain't shit, never been shit. You broke, your bum. Your mama ain't shit. You need to go heal from childhood trauma. I mean, so much shit. I just want to know, people, why the rules don't apply to you, Miss Mamas? Why the rules don't apply to you? That's why I tell people all the time, men and women would never be deemed to be the same. We would never be equal. Not the same, but we would never be equal. Because it's a lot of shit women can do that men can't do, which is weird to me. Women, we can rally up together, have us a million woman march talking about how men ain't shit. And people will root for us. Let dudes rally up, talk about how women ain't shit, because some of y'all ain't shit. You know how quick they're going to be looked at as, you's a weak ass nigga. That's some girl shit. Why you doing that bitch ass shit? That don't even make no sense to me. Call me back.
My God, my God. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapons formed against me.
Yo, what's good? It's your man's Izzy Bands, aka Is Real Mills. You know the drill. This is the Real Spill with Mills show. Let's go. Hey, today is gonna be a little different. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly. I'm out of town, you know what I'm saying? And my camera ain't working right now. So put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and y'all can hear me clearly. I need to know that y'all can hear me clearly. Like I said, I'm out of town. So if the stream cut out, then you know what I'm saying, that's just be what it is. We're gonna stream until we can't stream no more. You know what I mean? Put a 1 in the chat. How it sound, y'all? How it sound? How the mic sound? Y'all let me know what's good. I'm on excuse me, I'm on out of town Wi-Fi, so I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna work with it. Y'all know how we do over here. We don't let nothing hold us back. We come through regardless. So one thing y'all can't say about your man Izzy Bands, I don't let nothing hold me back, family. I always keep pushing forward no matter what. Another thing about your man Izzy Bands, I never complain, but we're going to get into all of that in a minute. What's good, good people? Welcome to the show. It is a terrific Thursday morning, afternoon, depending on where you at, July 13th, yo. We're going to get into it today. So the topic, as you know, is just because you could doesn't mean you should. And this is probably going to be my most transparent moment on YouTube so far. This is going to be the most transparent I've ever been on YouTube, because we're going to go back a little bit and we're going to talk about a couple of things. And I got a couple of clips for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know I got some clips because that's how we do. So before we do that, let me welcome some people into the building. I appreciate each and every one of you who come through, who support the show, who show love. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Shout out to my man, Omar Gray. What's up, Omar Gray? One of the architects of the Ismailites. Yo, what's going on, family? How you doing, Omar Gray? My man, Cajun Dark Fire. What's good, family? How you? What's good, Say Like Podcast? What's up, the GM? What's going on? Hey, what's up, Black Sheep in the building? The Black Sheep is in the building. What's going on, Miss D? How you doing? D, what's good, D? Damn, son, where'd you find that? Hey, listen, I'll be trying to pull it out for y'all. I don't know if y'all pause. I don't know if y'all notice, but I be trying, man. I switch it up a little bit. I try to give y'all a little bit of different looks. I try to give y'all some stuff. But,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
I work for the people. Hey, shout out to y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the show. What's going on, my man Stanley White? Listen, y'all need to check out Hulu. Put the name of the movie in the chat, Stanley White. Put the name of the movie in the chat. It's free on Hulu. Check this out. Stanley White's got a movie on Hulu. We need to be supporting him. Hey, what's up, MP? MP, what's good? How you doing? How are you and the family doing, MP? Hey, MP, we had a great offseason. Yes. The Lakers. I know you're excited. I know you and your husband are ecstatic because the Lakers have had a wonderful offseason. but we're gonna get into that a little later. What's going on, Convertible Creed? What's good with you? What's good? What's good? Great day to you as well. Hey, so where do we begin? Where do we begin? Now, there is some various clips, right? Most of them are congruent, meaning most of them align with each other and go into each other and really support each other. Now, there's a couple of strays. Y'all know how I do. Every once in a while, I got to put a couple of strays in there because I thought it was funny or I thought it was interesting, right? So there is one particular video that's non-congruent to the other videos that I found absolutely astounding, like astounding. The reason it's so astounding is because of the fact that no matter what, hold on. We getting playback. We can't get that. All right. So no matter what, it picked accurately. So is this the devil? Is this the devil? So what we're gonna do, I don't know how it's gonna work on live, like in front of everybody. I don't know how it's gonna work in front of everybody. But even when I recorded the video, right, and I was testing it out and I recorded it, this thing picked right each and every time. So we're gonna have some fun at first. We're going to have some fun before we get into the meat pause of the topic. We're going to have some fun. Yo, in the meantime, in between time, y'all, show your love through the Cash App, man. $, Israel Mills. Listen, I know I'm a new YouTuber. I know that I don't have a million subs yet. I know that I'm just new to the game, but y'all can't front. I may not be as entertaining as everybody, but I bring something special and unique to the game. There's nobody like your man Izzy Bands. Y'all gotta admit that. You know what I'm saying? I bring my own little flavor, my own little spark, and hopefully y'all are entertained and prayerfully y'all learn a little something or are reminded of what you already know. So if you enjoy what I bring to the table, Izzy Bands by himself, me, that's who. Yo, show some love through the Cash App. I appreciate you. $ Israel Mills, $ Israel Mills. It's greatly appreciated. No matter what people say, yo, this is not a job, it's a career. It's a career. It's not a job. You're right. It's not a job. It's a career. So if you up here and you aspiring to be a content creator and you actually took the steps to jump out here and do this, because this shit ain't easy. You are spending your time, you're spending your energy, you're spending your attention, you're spending your focus to try to, well, let me just say, I am spending my time. I am spending my energy, my money, and my focus to try to bring you all the best show possible. Now, did y'all say, yo, Izzy, you got to do a show? No, you didn't. At the same time, I see a hole in the game. And I bring something to the game that nobody else brings to the game. You know what I'm saying? So I bring a person. Let me tell you what I bring to the game before we get into this other thing, right? So number one, as a lot of y'all know, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, in Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. But I don't know if a lot of y'all caught this, but I spent a little bit of my childhood in Arizona, right? So with that is a unique perspective. You know, you grew up around all Black people and Puerto Ricans, because it wasn't other Hispanic people. It was all Black people and Puerto Ricans around my neighborhood at the time in New York. And then when I moved to Arizona, when we were kids, we lived in Tempe, we lived in Mesa, we lived in Phoenix, we lived all over Arizona. We moved around a lot. But everywhere we went at that time in the 80s, it was all 100% white people. There was only one Black girl in my school, and this is 40 years later, and I still remember her name and her face to this day because of it. So then we moved back to Brooklyn, New York, right? All black people, all Puerto Ricans. So when I said that I was picked on in middle school and in elementary school, that's what I was alluding to, because think about it. I went from an environment, a street environment, when I was born until I was about 3-4 years old. And then I lived in Arizona around all white people. Education was paramount. Learning was the thing that you was proud of and the thing that was celebrated. Getting along, everybody pretty much got along. It was just playing and running around. Now, I will say, you white folks is some nasty motherfuckers, even when y'all young. Y'all some perverted little people. I ain't gonna lie to you. White folks, even as little kids, are very perverted. Now, besides the perverseness of the white folks, the hide and go get it's, the little young girls when I was a little young boy showing me their body parts and so forth and so on. That was about it. Like the violence, the violence, the attacks, the things that you get into in the inner city is not nowhere near the same. So and we breaking this down today. We got a little bit of time. Hopefully this Wi-Fi holds up. So we got a little bit of time today. So like I said, I'm gonna be saying things that you've never heard from me before. You know, some of these stories you've heard, but some of these things you've never heard. And it's going to give you a little bit of insight and a little bit of understanding into who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? And why I act the way I act, I guess. Yo, but before we get to that, some more people came in the building. Shout out to Judah Israel. What's going on? What's good? What's good, my man Nightish? What's good, family? How you doing, Nightish, man? What's good, JD 1975? What up, I got you. Yo, I appreciate you. Yo, JD, you always show mad love and support, and I appreciate you. Thank you for the Cash App, my good family. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And shout out to the Black Sheep. Oh, word, you just moved to Tempe. Is it still beautiful out there in Tempe? Hot? Then the hog's ass. Is it still hot? But yo, Arizona got a whole different kind of heat. I ain't gonna front. It's not that humid heat that just wrap you up and suffocate you. It's that dry, cool heat. So it ain't as bad once you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But it get hot. It get 102, 103. It get hot out there in Arizona for real. But so imagine going from an environment where it's all about learning, all about education. Now, of course, like I said, it was hide and go get it and all this other crazy stuff that didn't make no sense. And seeing little girls, you know, privates and all that, and you know, all that stuff, right? That was going on. Now, I did have, before I go for it, I did have one racist moment. I did have one nigger wake up call. And the one nigger wake up call I had a best friend at the time named Travis, right? And Travis and I were buddies. And this is back in the time when Star Wars just came out. And of course, me being the broke kid that I was, I didn't have no Star Wars. I'm the oldest of 5 children. It was 4 of us at that time. So at that time, I was the oldest of 4 children. My parents were young, but had children back to back to back to back. And then my mom actually in 85 was pregnant with my little brother. So I didn't have Star Wars. I didn't have really any toys like that. We did have the Michael Jackson action figures, which I wish I still had to this day. They would have been worth a bag, but we did have the Michael Jackson action figures, but we really didn't have a whole bunch of toys or a whole bunch of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just the occasional car or stuff like that. And being the oldest of the champ, there was nobody to leave anything to me. There was nobody to hand me anything down. There was nobody to give me anything. So I pretty much was on my own. So my buddy Travis and I used to hang tough, you know what I'm saying, in school and everything like that. And Travis says, you got, look, mom. His mom came to pick him up. Said, mom, can Israel please come? Please, can he come and spend the night? So his mom was cool. And his mom was like, sure, yeah, sure. And so my mom, of course, was reluctant, like, hell no, nah, you ain't going to spend the night over nobody's house. But you know how white folks is sometimes, you know what I'm saying, good nature, like, no, he's good. Come on, he's good. The guys, they would just want to play and they just want to have a good time. Come on, let the kids be kids. Let them come over. Let them spend the night. It's all good. And so, with much convincing and much much convincing, I bribed my mom, and I guess the woman convinced my mom to let me spend the night, which, thinking back on it now, is one of the most amazing things ever. Because if anybody knows anything about old school New York Black folks, you know that they are some of the most racist. Old school New York Black folks is some of the most racist, some of the most prejudiced people ever. They can't stand white people, especially back then. My peoples couldn't stand white people back then. Like me, I was cool. I ain't know nothing about it. They ain't teach me nothing about it. So to me, it was normal. I was a kid. They was kids. We played. We had fun. We had a great time. They was cool. I was cool. We was cool. But old school Black folks, especially old school Black women, especially when it pertains to white women, oh, they got a problem and an issue. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that. They don't play. All right. So my mom's let me go. Reluctantly, she let me go. You know what I'm saying? I guess because, again, back then we used to have wish sandwiches or syrup sandwiches or butter, a sugar sandwich. If it wasn't a wish sandwich, it's like a syrup sandwich or a butter sandwich. Like I said, I grew up Muslim, but we ate Spam and Vienna sausage. Nigga, we ate anything we could get our hands on. We was that broke. And I'm sorry, mama. I know you watch my show. I love you to life. But listen, this is my story to tell. Don't be mad at me. You was young. You had a lot of kids. You did, and my dad, y'all did what y'all had to do. So please don't be texting me, harassing me. Because I'm telling this story. Because, this is part of my story. So I'm only going to tell the things that have to do with me. Because y'all know, right? Y'all know, like, we have family members and people that love us or are attached to us. And I got people that love me and attached to me and watch my show. My mom watches my show. And I appreciate it. She shows love and support. Sometimes she be throwing cash apps. Sometimes when we be having panels on the low, she be saying this and she be saying that. My mom is heavily invested in the show. So I love you, baby. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for bringing me life. Listen, I love you. Much love, So please don't get mad at me for telling the stories that are mine to tell. Okay. So this is how I grew up. And yo. This is the thing too. This is why y'all really haven't got my whole story. Because again, I had a mother, I had a father, I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters growing up. And 2 of my sisters and my brother are still alive. My other brother passed on, God rest his soul. I have nieces, I have nephews, I have children. And so, and people that are attached to me. So a lot of the stories, unfortunately, they involve other people as well. And so when you tell a story, you have to be careful because people weaponize everything nowadays. They weaponize everything and try to hold everything against you. And they'll even try to come after your peoples, which is the craziest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to NP. I appreciate you supporting Black business. Thank you for the love and support, NP. Always, I appreciate you. So I've been very, believe it or not, understand it or not, I've been very particular and very careful as much as I could about certain things, like presenting certain things or talking about certain things. Now, part of the issue with that is that it doesn't allow people to really connect with you on a human level. And that's part of the problem with us today. We don't really connect with each other on a human level. We really look at each other, we judge each other, we diss each other, we dismiss each other, we diminish each other. Play on words. Shout out to Jay Prince for president. We diminish each other because we don't really look at each other as human beings. We don't really look at each other with empathy. We don't really look at each other with any kind of compassion or kind of love. To us, it's just people in a box, people online, avatars. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about the person themselves. And people will do things like, oh, is blind, and they'll use that and they'll weaponize it. Oh, is blind. But you'll talk shit about me because you think that I'm blind. Make it make sense. Help me understand, y'all, before we move on. Make that make sense and help me understand. If I was blind, or if my eyes were all crossed, as people have asserted, could I help that? Is that something that I could do something about? It isn't. But yet and still, people will weaponize it. People will mock. People will throw darts. People will throw shade. People will attack you for things that you can't even control. You don't have any control over that whatsoever. But they'll attack you. They'll throw shade at you. They'll weaponize it. They'll say anything and do anything to try to bring you down. Let's think about that for a minute. Shout out, yo, shout out to Corey Love. Yeah, grown ass men want to look in my eyes, fam. Yo, that's the craziest thing ever. Grown men want to see my eyes. Help me make it make sense, though. Make it make sense. Shout out to Corey Love. Y'all are crazy. Yo, make it make sense. So people will attack other people, and it's not just me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that have handicaps, physical ailments, physical impediments, or whatever the case may be, deformities, and people will laugh, people will scold, people will mock. Now, I'm not a fan of the participation trophy era. I'm not a fan of it at all. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in giving participation trophies. I don't believe in just giving people accolades just because they've participated. I don't believe in that. I think that people should earn what they get no matter who they are, right? At the same time, I don't believe in cruelty either. I do believe in humanity and treating people, like the golden rule says, like I want to be treated for the most part, right? Shout out to the yeah. I mean, yo, we're gonna let them talk, man. We third GM. We're gonna let them talk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let them talk. Shout out to my man Moy Freestyle. He said, hit the like button, ladies and gents. Yeah, hit the like button. It's free. But also show some love to the cash app. Shout out to Teresa. Good afternoon, Teresa. How you doing today? How you doing? OG Sigma. Good evening. It's already evening where you are, OG Sigma. Good gracious. Good. What's up? What's up, man? Thank you, Cajun Darkfire. Appreciate you, family. Thank you. Thank you. Troll with a soul. What's good? What's good? Peace is and peace to the chat. Watching from the clouds while I smash on a public sub, yo. Pause. I hope that public sub is good, fam. Yo, shout out to Pac925. Yo, what's good? What's going on? Is in the chat. Everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. So we really being transparent today. And like I said, y'all know how I do. I'm gonna play some funny clips first, and then we're gonna get into the conversation. If y'all want, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how y'all vote, and y'all let me know that y'all want the panel open. If y'all want the panel open, y'all let me know, and we'll go from there. But I appreciate y'all coming through. Like I said, you know, forgive the fact that I'm not on cam. Y'all know I'll be on cam 99% of the time, but I'm out of town handling some business. And, you know, I was thinking about some things, and, you know, I got to give y'all a show every day as much as I can. Every day that I can, I'm going to give y'all a show, right? And I try to be very consistent about it, and I try to be very intentional about it. But with that being said, yo, so many times we attack one another because of how we look or how we think a person looks, or because of how we think a person, how much money we think they have, or how much money they don't have, or their social condition. It's the most amazing thing ever to me, right? You know, recently I've been under attack for living in Alabama. It's weird. Like, what? I'm attacked for living in Alabama. Well, yo, that's the poorest state. Well, actually, it's not the poorest state. Actually, Alabama, because of Huntsville and some other places in Alabama, are one of the premier destinations to live in America right now. Now, there's some pretty terrible places to live in Alabama. At the same time, that's just like everywhere else in the country and also around the world. I was watching Instagram, and this dude was doing a review of Paris. I guess he was in Paris, and he was doing a review on Paris, and he was breaking down how Paris is one of the wackiest places ever, according to him. How dirty it is, how nasty it is, and the fact that the only thing really worth doing is the daggone Eiffel Tower, and it's really not even all that. So he was also breaking down how people saved their whole lives to go to Paris. And for what I seen, it was like, yo, there was graffiti everywhere. It was dirt and trash on the streets. The only thing that he kept showing cafes, and like, yo, that's the only thing there is to do. But the food is mid. So he started showing a whole bunch of fast food restaurants because Americans don't really like their food. That's what he said. I've never been to Paris, so I don't know. But the funny thing is, where I live at is grass and trees and flowers and nice smelling air and nice manicured lawns and no graffiti. Now, you do see some people without any place to live, and they generally stand on the highway or near the highway, and they ask for contribution. Now, out here, I don't know about in your city. Out here, our people are our vagrants are really ingenuitive. And so they post these signs on the back of other people's signs, and they put their Cash App, and they put their text and phone number, and they put all kinds of creative things to get money. Can't knock the hustle. Yeah, some parts of yeah. Some parts of you talking about like Hoover. Hoover is beautiful. Alabaster is beautiful. Shit, listen, they got a place. They got a place called Rossbridge that is the same place that's in like Asheville. They got some places in Alabama that are absolutely breathtaking. I wouldn't say Birmingham itself is breathtaking, but the outskirts of Birmingham are. You're right, like Shelby County, Alabaster, Hoover, those places as well. Man, beautiful homes, beautiful scenery. It's crazy. And then look up Rossbridge, if you will. It's like a freaking castle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of wealthy people, but don't tell them, Corey. Don't tell them. They let them believe that Alabama is the daggone poorest place to live. We got two of the top. Yo, do you understand that the University of Alabama by itself, Roll Tide, the University of Alabama by itself. Do you understand how much revenue and how much cachet the University of Alabama has? Not to mention Auburn, because we don't really think about Auburn like that, but not to mention Auburn. Are you kidding me? If you go to Auburn, are you kidding me? Tuscaloosa, Auburn. Come on, man. But we ain't gonna get into that. I didn't want to die. I don't want to get into all that. What's going on? Sporty's Moral Detailing. What's good, family? How you doing today, man? Let's talk about Orange Beach, or am I late? Oh, I've never been to Orange Beach. We didn't even get to that. I've never been to Orange Beach, so I can't talk about Orange Beach, but I heard about it. I've never been there, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, people just do a lot of talking and they do a lot of mudslinging and they just be saying stuff out the side of their neck and their mouth. You know, oh, well, you know, you stay in the country, you live in the woods. Oh, okay. So if I did stay in the country, if I did stay in the woods, you're gonna disparage me and diminish me because I do? Brown Americans glorify poverty, and it's the strangest thing ever. No doubt, Moy Freestyle. No doubt, man. No doubt. What's up, King Jers? My family lives in Union Springs, Alabama, Birmingham, Huntsville, and Decatur, Alabama. Shout out to you and your family, no doubt. Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, and Auburn are beautiful cities. Yeah, not to mention other places too. But yep, Kentucky is the poorest state. That's what MP said. I don't know for sure. That's what MP said. But the funny thing is, some people, no matter what they do, will be celebrated. And there's other people that no matter what they do, it seems like they're going to get hated on. It seems like they can't get right. They can't do right. They can't be right. That's just how it goes sometimes. What's going on, Roswell? There's people who will do the very same thing that you do, the exact same thing that you do, and people will make every excuse under the book why it's okay for them. But why you're a piece of crap, a piece of poo, you ain't shit for doing the exact same thing that they do. It's amazing. My man David Murphy says it's the best place to live in the country. Shout out to David Murphy. I don't know about all that, but it is a beautiful place. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna hold you at all. It is a beautiful place. So let's do a little exercise before we get into it. And I started getting into it a little bit, but I'm gonna break it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to get into this because this was absolutely amazing to me, right? So let's do this little exercise, right? Even when I tried to record this thing was never ever wrong. So this is the first time I'm doing it in front of everybody, and I want to talk about it a little bit. We're going to do it several times, And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in the chat, well, the initials of what I'm gonna pick, and that's how we're gonna do this. All right, so that y'all know that that is real. And then if you can't go to Instagram, find the post and do it yourself. And I'm sure you're gonna be, absolutely flabbergasted, right? So check this out. Here we go. Without any other delay, I'm gonna press play. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bear with me, y'all. Let me take this overlay off. Take this overlay off.
Show you something that's crazy. On the next screen, there'll be a girl pointing at two phrases. Pick one in your head. Don't even say it out loud. Guess what? The audio is going to get it right every time.
Okay. So I know the two joints. I'm gonna pick opposite of what I picked before, and I'm gonna put the initials. So I'm gonna put the initials. Let's go.
You will only hear the word you are reading.
I'm leaving this alone. I feel like this Satan the devil stuff. I'm out. I'm about to show you something.
Hold on. So y'all seen the initials that I put in the chat. Yo, I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna put, I'll put the initials in the chat again. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
That's crazy. On the next screen, there'll be a girl pointing at two phrases. Pick one in your head. Don't even say it out loud. Guess what? The audio is going to get it right every time.
You will only hear the word you are reading.
I'm leaving this alone. I feel like.
Hold on. All right, look. All right, look. So y'all seen it. I'm gonna do. My bad. I didn't send it. I'm gonna send the same one again. Look, I posted. I'm gonna send it. Look.
I'm about to show you something that's crazy. On the next screen, there'll be a girl pointing at two phrases. Pick one in your head. Don't even say it out loud. Guess what? The audio is going to get it right every time.
You will only hear the word you are reading.
I'm leaving this alone. I feel like this Satan the devil stuff. I'm out.
All right, look, we're gonna do this one more time. All right, look. We're gonna do this one more time. No, listen. So my auntie Loki, I'm looking at it. So it's me looking at it, right? Watch, you see what I say? I'm not gonna take this off. I'm rewinding it. This is a video. Watch. I'm gonna put the initials of the one I'm gonna pick again. Watch. I'm just putting the initials. Check it out.
I'm about to show you something that's crazy. On the next screen, there'll be a girl pointing at two phrases. Pick one in your head. Don't even say it out loud. Guess what? The audio is going to get it right every time.
You will only hear the word you are reading.
I'm leaving this alone. I feel like this Satan the devil stuff. I'm out.
Yo, so Auntie low-key says she don't get it. Yo, what I did, it was me. I recorded that, right? That's the same exact clip. And I put what I was thinking in the chat, the initials. I didn't even put the word. I put the initials. Every single time it's gonna get it right. So when y'all get a chance, y'all do it and y'all gonna see it. But I want to talk about this from another direction. Shout out to Trinidad T. She said, "Hey Israel, Mr. JP had me crying. May Miss Auntie J, rest in peace." Yeah, Auntie J, rest in peace. Oh, he did another tribute to Auntie J. Shout out to Auntie J. Yeah, OG Sigma, it's all good. Listen, so wait. So, oh wow. So what is doing? Oh my God. So that's crazy. So what it's doing is whatever you're thinking about when you watch it, that's what you hear. Whatever I'm thinking about when I watch it, that's what I hear. That's crazy. So I was wondering, did it do like that? So that is what it does. So just now, right? Just now. Oh, today is her burial? I thought she passed May the 23rd. How is today her burial? Wait, Trinidad T. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Stop the press. I thought she passed May the 23rd. How is today almost 2 months later her burial. Someone help me understand. I don't understand that. I thought they had her funeral. I thought Jay said that they had a funeral a while back. How is today her burial? Yeah, rest in peace, Auntie J. Wow. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all, listen. I used to sell insurance, and I'm not trying to sell y'all insurance now. I used to sell insurance, and I'm not trying to sell y'all insurance now. But if you are not rich, meaning you don't have an estate, like a real live estate to leave to someone with a will and testament and all that, which you don't have to be rich to have a will and testament, by the way. But if you're not rich, please get insurance, life insurance. Please get life insurance, because life insurance is not about you. It's about the people that you leave behind. You don't want to leave a burden or a headache or stuff on your children or on your spouse to try to come up with money to pay for your final expenses. They're already grieving your loss. They're already grieving losing you. So it gets extra hard. And these people, a lot of times, unfortunately, these funeral homes and stuff like that, they can get pretty predatory, because you got to think about it. It's a very emotional time. It's a time where emotions are super ultra high. You're sad, you're grieving, you're in shock a lot of times. And so they use all of that stuff against people. So, number one, you should have a will and testament, but absolutely, without a question or a shadow of a doubt, each and every one of us should absolutely have an insurance plan that, at the very least or very minimum, covers our burial. That's at the very least, the very minimum, because the truth of the matter is none of us leave this world alive. None of us leave this world alive. We're all going to go. We just don't know when it's going to be. So why not leave your family with some sort of protection? If you love them, if you have any kind of love for them, don't have them out here trying to do a fish fry or a daggone GoFundMe or anything like that. That's a damn shame. And we as Black people are the worst when it comes to that. We as Black folks is the worst when it comes to that. We have to start preparing. We have to start leaving stuff for folk. Like, yo, I know some people personally whose whole philosophy is, well, I don't want to get no life insurance policy because I don't want them to kill me off and be spending the money. Like, what? Like, what? That don't make no damn sense. That makes absolutely, positively no damn sense. No sense. It's playing both, but your brain is only focusing on what you're reading. Switch what you look at and you would hear the other one. Yeah, that's crazy. But that judge is crazy. What kind of sorcery is that? What's up 10-tone temper? Yeah. Like, yo, yeah, like, don't leave your family with no burden. Don't leave your family with those type of obligations or those type of things on them, because that stuff gets really, really expensive. Really, really, really expensive. Okay, so if you don't listen to anything else I say, get you some insurance, man. It's only, generally speaking, you get a whole life policy, which a whole life policy is better. Now, I'm gonna break this down a little bit real quick. I know y'all don't like, what I'm saying, but put a one in the chat if y'all want me to break it down a little bit. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all really don't want to hear that shit. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to break it down a little bit. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all really don't want to hear that shit. And then we'll move on. Better yet, too, if y'all want to hear a breakdown, y'all want to hear my breakdown of things of that sort of nature, which I never talk about, which I was very good at. Y'all go ahead and hit the Cash App, man. Show some love through the Cash App and comment and show love through the Cash App if y'all really interested in a breakdown. Show some love through the Cash App, man. $ Israel Mills. Yeah, it's a random topic, troll with a soul, but it is important to know. Yeah, it's a random topic, but Trinidad T started talking about Auntie J, and I thought that she passed away May the 23rd, and I could do math, and I know that May the 23rd to July 23rd, that's damn near 2 months, and that's crazy for someone to have to wait to be buried. Just saying, may God rest her soul, may she rest in peace. May God rest her soul. May Auntie J rest in peace. All right, yo, I'm gonna give y'all a little quick course. Y'all show some love, man, through the Cash App. I appreciate it. All right, so look, so there's multiple different types of insurance, right? There's whole life, there's term life, universal life. We're just gonna deal with the two types of insurance right now. We're going to deal with whole life and we're going to deal with term life. Okay. So whole life is basically that, your whole life. Now, a lot of ignorant ass people will say, oh yeah, whole life mean you're going to pay for your whole life. Well, it does and it doesn't, because you do have what's called a 20 pay, a 30 pay. You have different terms as well within a whole life policy that you can do as well. But we're not going to get into that because that gets a little bit more complicated. What I'm going to say is this. Whole life is going to be longer terms, so to speak, right? But it's going to be less money per month that you're going to have to pay, right? So the money that you pay per month is called your premium, your monthly premium. That's how much you pay per month. Generally speaking, for people under the age of 40, that don't smoke cigarettes or don't have any really serious pre-existing conditions, you generally will not pay over $35 for a whole life policy per month. Now, most whole life policies has what's called cash value. What that means is that as you pay into your policy, eventually that money starts to accumulate. And at some point, generally like 4 or 5 years down the road, you may be able to borrow or take money against your policy. Now, that's a little more complicated, so we won't get into that as well. All right. I'm going to keep it real simple and real basic. Whole life is really to cover the basic needs, such as burial, such as any little medical expenses that may arise, and or any type of things. Okay, so whole life is really a small, generally the death benefit, meaning the amount of money that they're going to pay to the beneficiary, who is the person who you leave the money to, right, is generally going to be $20,000 or less, generally speaking. Okay, for a whole life policy, it's generally going to be $20,000 or less. The average funeral across the country right now is about $8,800 for a funeral. That's like a basic funeral average around the country. Now, cremation has went up. Cremation, when I first started insurance, was about $2,500. Now it's gone as high as about $4,500 around the country. I think the average amount for a cremation is about $3,000 nationwide. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Okay, so let me recap real quick. You know, I went over a lot of stuff. I'm trying to keep it not that boring, but I'm just saying, whole life is for your basic expenses when you pass. They have what's called burial insurance. That's generally a whole life policy. And like I said, generally speaking, or final expense, you'll hear it called. It's called final expense or burial policies. Those are generally $20,000 or less, right? They are used to cover the basics of your life. Now, if you try to get a whole life policy and you try to get a whole life policy 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 and up, those are going to be very costly per month. They're going to be a lot more because you have to think, what is insurance for? Insurance is to cover you in the case of loss. And basically, the basic insurance is to restore you back to the way that you was before whatever event happened. Okay? Now, with that being said, I know y'all like, well, I see all these commercials where 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, $1 million. Well, those are what's called term life policies. Okay? A term life policy is for a specified period of time. Like you can have a 10-year term, a 20-year term, and in some cases a 30-year term. But that's generally the extent or the limit to the term. Okay. And a lot of times you'll see jobs or credit unions or stuff like that offering those things. Okay. Now, you got to be careful because on your job, if they offer a term policy as a group benefit, then a lot of times the company is the beneficiary. So you have to be very intentional in setting your beneficiary, meaning the person that you want to be paid if and when that time of loss happens. Okay? We on the same page so far, y'all? We on the same page? What about universal life insurance, which pays you while you're living? Well, that's like I said, that's a little more complicated, more freestyle. It does, but it's not really. You'll hear a lot of people say, yo, insurance is not a good investment instrument. You'll hear a lot of financial people say that. So universal life gets into the stock market and stuff like that, variable rates and all that stuff. So that's why I don't want to confuse people and I don't want to get into all of that. Because you also have, I mean, it gets pretty complicated. There's a lot of different things that you could do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So let's just keep it simple. Let's just keep it with whole life and term life. Okay. Term life is a specific term. Yeah. Okay. So term life. Yeah. More you said you meant term life. Okay. Yeah. Term life is for a specified term. What term means is 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years, and you set the term. Now, the premium, meaning the amount that you pay per month, is going to be is going to be less, right? That's how you can get on those commercials, and they're going to be like, well, you can get $100,000 worth of insurance for $5 a month. And generally it's for like an 18-year-old woman who never smoked or doesn't have any pre-existing health conditions. Okay. But the premiums are going to be a lot lower in term because the likelihood of you outliving the term is a lot greater. Being whole life, you're generally not going to outlive the whole life. And if you do, meaning you reach the age of 100, that's how you outlive a whole life policy. They will give you all of your premiums back by giving you the daggone benefit. They will give you the whole amount of the death benefit once you reach 100 years old. And a lot of companies will still pay for, still pay out the beneficiary as well when you pass, if you reach 100. Because most people are not going to outlive a whole life policy. Okay. Term life, most people are going to outlive those policies, especially when they do a 10-year or 20-year term. So when you're 30 years old and you do a 10-year or 30-year term, the likelihood of you reaching 65, 60 plus, whatever the case may be, is highly likely. So you're more likely to outlive the policy. So you just gave them money. You just gave the insurance company money for no reason. But anyway, term, a lot of people use term to be able to pay off their mortgage. Like if they're the breadwinners, let's just say you more freestyle, you're the breadwinner, and you you earn 150,000 a year, right? And then you're married, but your wife is not really working. So if you die, then your wife is going to be in a very, very bad position, especially if you pass all of a sudden. So what you would probably do is you would get a $300,000 or a $500,000 policy. And what that would cover is that would probably cover your home to be able to pay off your home and be able to pay off your cars. And she'll have a little bit of money, a little bit of cushion to survive until she gets a job or a career or whatever she has to do. Okay. All right. So a lot of people use term policies when they are the breadwinner, when they are working, and just in case they pass all of a sudden, so they don't leave their loved ones or the people that they're responsible for in a bond. They use that money to be able to live and to survive. Okay. So that's the basics of whole life and term life. I didn't want to get into the weeds with that. I just wanted to give y'all a little basics. All right. Shout out to y'all. All right. But look, if y'all would, you know what I'm saying? Again, show some love through the cash. I used to get paid very handsomely to do that. But if y'all would, if that was helpful, if that, gave y'all a little bit something or jogged something in your memory, show some love through the Cash App $Israel Mills. Not to mention that damn exam, that insurance exam is hard as hell, right? It's one of the harder exams to take, believe it or not. Because what they actually do is they actually put the questions in ways to try to confuse you and intentionally try to jam you up. So that was one of the harder things that I've done. So in case y'all don't know, I am a licensed insurance agent. I don't really practice insurance anymore, but I am a licensed insurance agent and have been for quite a while. I'm licensed in multiple states and I actually passed the exam. So fun fact about Israel Mills that a lot of y'all might not know. Thank you, 10 Ton. I appreciate it. I hope I get lots of cash apps too. Now, we're going to get into this, but let me say this. Another fun fact. Yo, right now, people can feel how they want to feel. This is what I'm doing. Right now, I set out to be a content creator. Now, some people look at it like, oh, well, you living off the people. You begging people. You living off the people. As a person who's been in sales, my whole life, really my whole adult life, let me put it like that. I don't look at it like that. I'm just going to be real with you. I look at it like if I added value to you, if I reminded you of something that you might have forgot, or I taught you something that you might not have known, and I shared with you and shared an experience with you, even exchange is no swindle. If you're getting information, if you're getting game, if you're getting knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you got it, I had to pay a lot of money for the daggone to take the exam, to take the class, to learn how to do the stuff, to do this. I had to pay with blood, sweat, and tears. I had to pay with my butt most of the time in life, the school of hard knocks. So when I give information or when I'm giving stuff out, right, it is for free. I'm not charging anybody to give it. At the same time, it's like, should I not be compensated? Should I not be compensated for my time, for my energy, for my intellectual property, for my entertainment value, for whatever I'm bringing to the game? Should I not be compensated? See, I think about it the opposite. If you do not feel like what you bring to the table is worthy of being paid for, then you shouldn't be doing it at all. Let me just say that again. If you are doing something, right, and you don't feel like you deserve to be compensated for it, you should not be doing it. Okay? YouTube is a business. Whether people want to realize it or not, whether people want to acknowledge it or not, whether people want to, it's a business. I've never tried to play anybody or make it seem like I wasn't here to make money. I am here to make money. I'm here to educate, to bring the community together, to try to help Black people. At the same time, I would like to be compensated if I add value to you, if I add value to your life, if I'm adding something, if you're learning something, I would like you to show me some love for that. There's nothing absolutely wrong with that. Like my man Corey Love say, we all pay for entertainment and information. There is no difference. It's not. And see, the mind of a person that says, oh, well, you're begging for, oh, you're begging, oh, that's not begging. If I was standing on a corner or I'm standing online and I'm not saying anything, I'm not doing anything, I'm not bringing any value, I'm not bringing anything, and I'm saying, yo, just hit the cash app, hit the cash app, hit the cash app. That's a different thing, but that's not what I do. I've given information. Yo, I showed y'all over and over again all the books that I've read. I'm 47 years old. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York in the 80s. I lived in Arizona. I've lived in North Carolina. I've lived all over the country. And with that, being around all those different people, having all those different experiences, you learn some things. And so people could learn from my mistakes. I'm not ashamed to put my mistakes out there. I've exposed some things where I've made mistakes, and you can learn something from it. Instead of trying to clown me or trying to get at me or trying to diss me, you can learn from my mistakes. You could also learn from my successes. A wise man is one who learns from the mistakes of others. A fool is one who has to venture out and make their own mistakes. So it is really incumbent upon the other generation to get it. Shout out to my man, Cajun, Dartfire, always showing love and support. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. I appreciate the Cash App. Thank you, man. Also, man, my man Say Like Podcast, my man Corey Love, my man Cajun Dartfire. Y'all put y'all links in the chat. Yo, shout out to Q Wilson, the American Soldier. Yo, listen. It's not an explanation, brother. It's a conversation. It's a conversation because this is the thing, right? Q Wilson, wasn't this space created so that Black men can have a voice, so that Black men can speak up? Wasn't this space created and made room so Black men can say what's on their mind? This is something that's on my mind. This is something that's on my heart. Like, yo, I'm tired of having to hold everything in and not say anything. I want some therapeutic relief too. This is therapy. This is therapy. I want some therapeutic relief and therapy too. I want to be able to talk to my peoples and tell it like it is. I want to be able to be vulnerable and transparent before the people so that y'all can understand. Now, listen, you may judge me. You may come up to what you want to come up to. You may say whatever you want to say about me. At the same time, I don't want it to be said that I went to the grave with my music still inside me. Shout out to Dr. Miles Monroe. I'm coming here and I am letting my music play. This is my music. This is who I am inside. I don't come here and give you guys nothing fake. I don't come here and give you guys a representative. This is me, good, bad, and ugly sometimes. This is how I am. But Easy Bands, Israel Mills is a unique character in the space because I have some very unique experiences. Yo, y'all see my man Corey Love. Y'all see my man Say Like. Y'all see my man Cajun Dartfire. Y'all give them a sub, man. Go ahead and show some love and support. We need to support each other, show love and support to each other. Okay? Let's give them a sub. Listen, yo, yeah, some people may ridicule me for it. Yeah, some people may castigate me for it and try to diminish my character and try to play me for it. Yeah, it don't feel good all the time and it's hurtful all the time. At the same time, yo, who can a brother run to? Who can a black man go and tell his pain and tell the inner things of what he's going through? Who can we run to? Who can we tell? Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. It's always man up. You got to be a man. Stand up. Stop crying. Stop whining. Stop complaining. You don't got to explain. You don't got to tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yo, the funny thing is we are human beings too. I'm human. I'm human. Yo, my man Pot 925, shout out to Pot 925. Nah, once a person mess up, they outcast. Yeah, that's how it is. Because we know that there's a whole bunch of perfect people walking around. We know that everybody in the audience is perfect except the content creators. We know that there's a whole bunch of perfect people walking around this earth. We know that. If nothing else, we know that there's 1,000 perfect people around here. Shout out to Fierce Soul. What's going on, family? What's good? What's good? What's good? Thank you, Auntie Loki. I appreciate that. May God, listen, may God guide my voice and may he use it to be a beacon of light to the people. Yo, I pray every day. We're going to get transparent today. One of the things I pray for is I pray for wisdom. I pray for wisdom every day, and I pray for wisdom to be able to be a man that's able to lead the people and lead the people to the path of righteousness. Now, does that mean that I'm perfect? Hell no, because I'm not. I'm far from perfect. I have many faults. I have many flaws, but I could tell you who is perfect. God is perfect. You know what I'm saying? And God has no faults. God has no flaws. So what I implore people to do is get what you can get from the messages that I give. Take the meat, throw away the bones. Use what you can use, get what you can get, and throw the rest away. What you already know, that's cool. What you don't agree with, that's cool. But get the part that you might be able to agree with. Get the part that you might be able to use it, and use it for your benefit and for your greater good. That's what a man about all the time, no doubt. Shout out to Fierce Soul, wisdom above all things. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So I pray for that all the time. I have compassion, man. I have compassion. I have empathy for people. You know, and some people take that kindness, that empathy, that compassion as weakness. Some people think that, oh, well, you this or you that, or you this or you that, because you feel for people who are going through things. And it's crazy because they'll put words in your mouth that you've never said. Pause. They'll put ideas and concepts of you that you've never presented. They'll try to make you out to be this person that you're not. Oh, well, you said you're a high value man, and you brag, and you. No, I don't. No, I didn't. You've never once heard me say anything about a high value man. You've heard me a lot say that I used to be homeless. That I was homeless for a stint of time. You heard me talk about that. You've never once heard me say that I'm better than anybody because I got money, or I got this amount of money or that amount of money. You've never heard me say that. You've never heard me say anything about $100,000 or what? You've never heard that. You haven't heard it because I haven't said it. Because that you've heard me say, no, I'm not a millionaire yet. I want to be a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire yet. People think because you play videos with cars or with some money in it or with a lifestyle that, yo, you're bragging. That's not bragging. That is me using that as motivation. See, in order to achieve something, you got to be able to see it. But not only see it, you got to be able to visualize it. Not only visualize it, but you got to be able to visualize it with the feelingness as though you have it. And then that's when you will achieve it. So, like my man W. Clement Stone said, God rest his soul, what the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But there's a caveat to that. What the mind of a man or mankind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, but it's got to be with feeling. It's got to be with the feeling. My man broke it down. Some of y'all don't like this, but check it out, man. Let's just listen to the words that's being said. Listen to the words that's being said, right? Bear with me. I'm going to play this. Y'all got to listen to the words and the wisdom in the words that's being said. It's not, people say, oh, well, that's you just prosperity preaching and you're just, nah, but yo, you got to understand that life is duality. There's no up without down. There's no right without wrong. There's no left without right. It's just what it is. It's two sides of the same coin. The key to it, what I'm figuring out in my older age, is to not be too down and not be too up. To count it all joy, the diverse temptations, trials, and tribulations that you go through. When things are going good and everything's going right and everything is right as rain and things are perfect, just praise God and thank him. When things are bad, when all hell is breaking loose and all things are falling apart, just praise God and thank him. Because really, it's the same day. Like it says in the Bible, listen, the rain and the sun shine and fall on the just and the unjust alike. And sometimes it seems as though the people who are doing the most evil, the people who are doing the most finger pointing, the most attacking, the most harassing, sometimes it seems as if those people are winning. But you got to know that, like the Bible says in Psalms 37, I believe it is, that is temporary. They will be like the wheat that goes to the gnasher. They will be cut down and hewed down. It's only temporary. Like a multimillionaire told me before, he said, hey, listen, man, every station in life is temporary. That's warning to the rich and encouragement to the poor. Like my neighbor used to say, I say, look, everything's looking up. And as long as it's looking up, as long as I look up, I can get up. I think Les Brown said that too. As long as I look up, I can get up. You see what I'm saying? See, people can say what they want about me, right? But this is the thing. Listen to the words that I speak. I'm speaking other wise men's words and wise women. When I say men, I'm talking about mankind, y'all. So just to give y'all, like, he's always talking about men. No, when I say men, I'm talking about mankind, because I do quote some women as well. But I give them credit. Whenever you're dealing with someone and they never give anyone credit for the thoughts, the ideas, and the philosophies that come out of their mouth, you really need to look at them with a side eye, because what they're actually doing is they're actually plagiarizing. They're taking other people's ideas, they're taking other people's thoughts, they're taking other people's concepts, and they're passing them off as their own. And on YouTube, often this happens all the time. People take people's thoughts, people take people's ideas, people take people's style, their swag, and then they pass it off as their own. That's why I got so offended. If y'all didn't know, shout out to Anton, when Anton was like, yo, I took his this or I took his that. That's why I got so offended, because
but you're feeling
for me, if I did, I would have given him credit. If I knew him before I bought any of the stuff that I bought, if I knew of him before I did any of the things that I did, then I would have absolutely given him credit, just the same way that I give him credit for some of the things that he says now and some of the things that he does now. Just like I give Angry Man credit for some of the things that he says now and some of the things that he does now. Just like I give Aaron O credit for some of the things he said, some of the things he does. Just like I give Jay Prince credit, or Corey credit, or Dark Fire credit, or Say Light Podcast credit, or Trucker Yell credit, or even Team Fatty credit. Just like I give people credit for the things that they say and the ideas they come up with. You'll hear me say, oh, Les Brown, or you hear me say W. Clement Stone, or you hear me say Napoleon Hill, or you hear me say these names, or T. Harv Eker, or Chris Gardner, or these are the books, and these are the ideas and the concepts from the people. Now, once in a while, you'll hear me say, yo, someone said much smarter than me. I don't remember who it was, so I want to give them credit. Forgive me. You'll hear me say that too, because sometimes you don't remember, but you know you got it from somewhere. You know you got it from somewhere. You know you got it from someone. So why not give them credit? Why not give them the flowers? Why do you got to be weak and D-sucking and nut riding and all of this stuff to give other people credit, to give other people the props for their intellectual property and prowess and things that they came up with? Why? Why? I don't understand this, man. I don't understand it. And then why do you have to be like, why does it have to be a comparison to this person and that person? Listen, I've said a million times, I just got in the game. If you know most of these people that you see that are doing their thing, been in the game 7+ years. Even my man, Jay Prince, was talking about back in 2016 when he was on Facebook. Guess what? I ain't never do Facebook Live. I think I did Facebook, excuse me. I think I did a Facebook Live twice in my life. One was on my channel, and it was because it was a challenge from Tony Robbins. Shout out to Tony Robbins. I did one. And then one was for my homeboy where we was just bullshit and I was singing and he put me on his Facebook Live. That's it. As far as this social media thing, this has never been my thing, has never been my bag. I just got here. I've been told I was capped because I said I didn't know this. It's amazing. People criticize you for everything. When you tell them the truth, yo, I don't know. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm new to this. I'm just learning. They act like everybody hasn't had a first day on the job. They act like everybody didn't have to have a learning curve no matter what they were doing. You're looking at someone who has only been on YouTube less than a year, only had their own channel for real, like popping since February, the end of February 2023. This is who I am. This is the truth. And let's get into it. My man said real shit. And here comes some more transparency. Simultaneously, the day before my birthday that I went live, all hell broke loose in my life. And y'all never knew about it. I never talked about it. I never complained about it. I just kept it pushing. I just kept it moving. I just kept trying to do the best I could do. While people are sitting there saying, oh, you brag about this, you brag about this, you brag. First of all, they're talking about conversations I had where I wasn't bragging, but I was actually defending myself. And it was before I started going live. When I went live on StreamYard that day, earlier that day, all hell broke loose in my life. That's my word. I had, man. So while people be pocket watching and they claim that you're pocket watching, while people be trying to hate on you and hold you back, while people be talking about you and degrading you and diminishing you and judging you, they don't have no clue what you're going through or what you've been through. And it's a testament to the grace and mercy and loving kindness of God that through it all, I still shine because of the God in me. So people think that I got this or I got that, or people think that I'm this or I'm that, but that's not what I'm saying or not what I'm projecting. I'm just not going to complain. I'm just not going to bitch and moan. I'm just going to do everything I can in my human possible of power to make it happen. And I'm going to pray to God that he bless the rest. But y'all would have never known that. Y'all would have never known that. Because I ain't saying nothing. I was still laughing. I was still joking. I was still pushing forward. Where people take little incidents and they get mad and they get in their feelings and they want to attack you, and you don't got nothing to do with what they're even talking about. These beefs and these things that people got online, I don't know half of this stuff. I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch that stuff. I don't be involved in that stuff. And when grown men is going back and forth, I'm going to stay out of it, no matter if it's on my panel or not. When women are going back and forth, I'm going to stay out of it, no matter if it's my panel or not. Yo, y'all are grown. Y'all going to work it out. Now, if it comes to doxing, of course, I'm like, yo, y'all chill out. Y'all chill out. Chill. Don't be, come on, man, chill. Because I don't believe in that. When it comes to saying trigger words, I'm like, yo, y'all chill. Y'all chill. Y'all chill. Don't do that. Because I don't believe in that. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Princess Cammy? How you doing? How's it going? When you're winning, the devil will test you. Mr. Israel, you're doing awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But yes. You wouldn't even believe. You wouldn't even believe. But I'm going to be transparent, like I said. So the very day, it was some days leading up to this. So I'm sure some of y'all have seen in my videos, even when I've gone live or even when I've done shorts, that I had a Jaguar, an Equus, a black Equus, and a gray Chrysler 300. Y'all probably seen them in my videos or in my shorts, or have seen things of that sort of nature, right? The very day that I was supposed to go live on StreamYard for the first time, my almost $400,000 a year business was snatched from me from a loved one out of nowhere. And my cars were included in that were dissolved that day. The very day that I was going live, 2 of my cars went with my business. $400,000 a year business. Almost 400, it's like 300 and some thousand a year, which is not rich. It's decent. It's a decent living. It's doing decent for yourself. And which included a couple of my cars were snatched that day. Were snatched. I didn't say. Yeah. And Teresa, Equus is dope, right? A lot of people don't know about that Equus. That Equus is dope, luxury, but I've never said nothing about it. I didn't get into it. I just kept it pushing. It was snatched that day. Business gone. A couple of my cars gone. Everything gone. And I was just starting up my channel. Also, because it had been leading up, like I had a clue. Like I had a clue because It actually started right around Valentine's Day, where the bullshit started out of nowhere, which the person all of a sudden basically blocked me, stopped talking to me. And then I noticed that my accounts, certain accounts were no longer there out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? After I had just put about $9,000 cash into those accounts. Besides that, and just covered like an $800 payment, almost $800 payment for them to make sure that their accounts didn't get messed up. So that's about $9,800 in cash that had just paid a little bit prior to Valentine's Day or whatever the case may be. So not only did I lose that, I had a few thousand in their stocks, you know what I'm saying? I had insurance policies and stuff like that to make sure that the business was good, that if anything happened to me, there was good $1 million policies, whatever the case may be. And I had been paying all that money, and everything was snatched away. And the only explanation I got was they said I was using them. They said I was using them, that I was living their life. I was living their dream, that I was. That's the only explanation I got out of nowhere. So I hear people when people be talking. I hear you when people have a lot to say. But you got to excuse me when I'm like, all right, because you don't know what anybody is really going through. You don't know what anybody is really facing. So from that day on, not only have I been trying to play catch up, which is nobody's responsibility online to support my lifestyle. I've never asked for that. I just went to work and I haven't stopped working since. I just went to work and I haven't stopped working since, even though I'm new to the internet and YouTube, even though I'm not the most technically advanced, even though I got a whole bunch of people hating on me for no reason, even though I got circumstances, situation, even though my damn basic bills, besides all that stuff that I had, even though my damn basic bills is $7,500 a month, while people is talking, my basic bills is $7,500 a month, even though, even though, you know, trying to figure it out, trying to press through it. Just lost 10 grand cash, basically 9,800, 10 grand cash. Messing with somebody who just dissolved everything because of some feelings that weren't even accurate, even though we had years and years and years of information that said opposite. Never missed anything, never left them hanging, never left them with a bag. And we was getting to it. We was in a little bit of a slow period at that particular time, I must admit. At the same time, and they was used to a whole bunch of money coming in, but money was getting a little bit slower. So what I did was I got a job. Let's talk about it today. I got a job. And on this job, it was a sales job, because that's what I've worked. I've worked sales jobs. With the type of lifestyle that I live and the type of obligations that I have, there's no way possible I could work a regular job. The skills that I have is sales skills, because that's what I've been doing ever since I've been a young man. And I've been very successful at it. And so I got a job. I got this sales job for this company. And the company said that the earning potential was XYZ and this and that, and they was going to do this and they was going to fully train me and stuff like this and that. Now, granted, during this time, I'm looking, we got a business deal, something we need to work on, me and the person, and it's blocked. I can't reach them. And all of a sudden I finally reached them and they coming with the bullshit and they like snatch the accounts and all that stuff. So the whole thing with the cars is they sent a daggone trailer to get the cars. Like, one of those car trailer people, right? To get the cars. Right? And the problem with that is I got to be there and I got to sign for that. And although the person did me dirty and they did me foul, whatever the case may be, I'm not the type of person, especially a family member, someone that I love, a loved one. I'm not going to try to get revenge on them. I'm going to let it live. I was pissed off, but I know how it's going to work out. I know that at the end of the day, they're going to suffer a tremendous price for that because what they did was unnecessary and unwarranted and uncalled for. However, I had just got this job working and I had to be at the house for them to get the cars, those couple of cars. So I said to the person, hey, look, I got to work. You know what I'm saying? So I'll cooperate, but I got to work. So I need you it to be X time. So they told me one day it wasn't that day. They told me the next day it wasn't that day. And so, with these car people, it's kind of like UPS or FedEx. They give you these windows and it's like, oh, well, we'll be there between 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, yo, who could do that? So ultimately, I ended up having to leave that job. One, because of timing, the people never came the days that they said they was going to do. But two, because the job had promised that they was going to train me, that they was going to give me this opportunity like this, that it was this X amount of dollars. And when I got into it, I realized that it was nowhere near the money that they were talking about. And because of that, there was no way that I could tie up my day. I could tie up my time. You know what I'm saying? And to you know what I'm saying? And live. There was no way. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing, people holler, get a job, get a job, get a job. But first thing, what they don't realize is, number one, when you work a job, you're working 2-3 weeks in a hole. Number two, your bills don't stop. Number three, it takes money to get back and forth to do the job, right? So it's not necessarily about just getting a job. Just getting a job won't help you. So if your bills are XYZ and then you make ABC, that don't help you. It actually could put you further behind and put you in a worse position. So it's not just about getting a job, it's getting in a position or getting with a company or getting in a position where whatever you're doing will be able to put you in a better position. It's about positioning, right? But everybody screams, get a job, right? So anyway, I did that. Combination of what they told me and the scheduling with trying to get these cars on this fit, threw it off. So the third day comes around and the person calls me and like, hey, you see them at the door? I'm like, nah, I don't see them at the door. What you talking about? They're like, yo, they at the door. I'm like, nah, they ain't not at the door. What you talking about? Well, look outside then. Look outside. And first of all, I'm looking at the phone like, I know you ain't talking to me like that. Like, yo, I know you ain't talking to me like that. But I'm trying to be humble. Like, I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be humble. So I'm like, all right. Because obviously it's some kind of spell or some kind of demonic possession or something that's going on with this person. So I try to be humble. I'm like, who done enchanted your damn mom? But I'm trying to be humble. I'm trying to be cool. So I'm like, all right. So long story short, the people ended up being out there. And I'm like, yo, you was supposed to call me. First of all, they were supposed to be here 2 days ago. I called you and let you know that the people was there. You didn't answer the phone. Now you calling me, pressing me about this. But you didn't even answer the phone. But of course, in modern people fashion, we want to ignore everything that you do to someone else. You want to ignore everything that you do to someone else, and you only want to focus on the here, the now, and what you want and what you need. Like, like Auntie low-key said, ain't that about a blip? Yeah, that's about a blip right there. People only want to focus on the here and now, what they need, what they want, and they want to totally ignore any accountability, any responsibility for the things that they did. And this video illustrates that point perfectly. I'm gonna play that and then we're gonna get into it. What's going on, Yvette Marie? Hey sis, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome. What's going on? Crystal Rebel in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? So this video right here exemplifies that point exactly, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it. Check it out.
Not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts. So I went at a DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why would you do this? She loves you though. Why would you do this?
She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
Oh babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right, well listen. You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But that's your daughter.
Your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
The paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No, stop.
Yo, perfect example.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Yo, perfect example. So in the beginning, well, first let me shout out Jay Jermaine. What's going on, Jay Jermaine? Just showing love from the clouds. I appreciate you, Jay Jermaine. Shout out to you, always showing love and support. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, CC? How you doing? How you doing today, CC? Yeah, my man Jay Jermaine said, I worked in sales and collections for 8 years. It is a love-hate relationship, man. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, he said, I remember this. Yeah. So look, check it out. So this is an oldie but goodie, but this illustrates the point that I'm talking about exactly. We got narcissism, we got gaslighting, we got deflection, we got all the classic telltale signs going on. So let's break this down frame by frame and really get into it, right? So look, check it out.
Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights?
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? The man said Nevaeh, which is heaven backwards, which is kind of sacrilegious, but we don't want to get into that. But Nevaeh, which is heaven backwards, why Nevaeh is not my daughter? The first thing she says is, why would you do this tonight of all nights? Why would you do? When is there ever a right time to say goodbye? Yo, shout out to Junior Hall. What up, Junior? What's good, man? How you doing? Today's women are man's greatest setback. It took me a while, but I no longer give them energy. Shout out to you, OG Sigma. They could be, but the problem is the products they create too, the children they create, unfortunately, male or female, fall into that mold. So fathers, fight like a mother to stay current in your children's life and be with them as much as possible, because you need to have as much influence and as much say-so in their lives as their mother. So the first thing she says, why would you do this tonight? Not, why are you saying that the girl is not yours? Nah, that ain't true. She's absolutely yours. Why would you do this tonight of all nights? Let's go.
So I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts. So I went and got a DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine.
What doubts?
She's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
What doubts? Why would you do this? Not, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was wrong. I know that you may never be able to forgive me, but I'm begging you to forgive me. Nothing like that. Why would you do this? She cheated on her husband, had a whole baby by someone else. Yo, House of Hypocrites. Is this one of yours, House? Is this the one you was talking? Shout out to my man, House. House, is this one of the ones you was talking about? Is one of yours? Not only did she cheat on her husband, have a whole baby with someone else, but she's asking, why would you do this? Basically asking, why would he do this to her? Why would he do this to her?
She loves you, though.
She loves you, though. Yo, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? The fact that the baby loves someone that she swore was her daddy, that the daddy swore was his baby. What does her loving the dad got anything to do with what he talking about? I need to know. No accountability at all. And my loved one that I'm talking about with this business got no accountability at all. They still think, y'all don't hear me though. We're going to keep playing. They still think that I owe them something and I should be obligated to pay the debts of the business. They still think that, even though they blocked me, even though they froze accounts and took accounts, even though I paid like almost 10 grand, 9,800 to be exact, excuse me, 9,726 dollars to be exact was the exact amount I paid to into the business and into them. Even though I had been paying everything, never been late, never mismanaged nothing, never did anything in the business without them knowing, without their permission. Even though all of that, the business had debts. But they pulled the plug and they still think I'm responsible and want to hold me accountable for the thing that they decided to do. Just like this woman still wants to hold this man.
She's not my daughter.
And responsible for her indiscretion. This was your indiscretion, ma'am. You cheated on your husband. You went behind your husband's back. You violated. And you had the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated goal, the temerity to put this child on him without his knowledge or without knowing what's going on. She loves you.
Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't cheat. Well, how the hell, if you didn't cheat, is this baby the second coming of Jesus? Was this baby immaculately conceived? Wait a minute. How didn't you cheat, but you got a baby and it's not mine and we're married? Help me understand. I need to know. Can anybody help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? How didn't you cheat, but you got a baby, a whole baby by someone else? This is probably one of the house's girls. This is one of the house's girl. House, are you the daddy? Use the pappy. Yo, shout out to my man, House. Was this the one you was talking about? Was this the married woman that you was talking about, House? I need to know, because you done broke up a happy home, House. She got to go. She got to get out. She got to get out. He gonna kick her out. She got to go. We need to do a Where Are They Now?
I'm Peppy.
We need to do a Where Are They Now? Let's go.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really, out of all days.
But babe, really, out of all days? Yo, are you serious? Are you for real?
Days. You had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right.
Shut the fuck, shut. Did I say no? Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
Listen, you and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But
you
that's your
and
daughter.
your daughter had to the end of the month.
Nigga, what?
Your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
Bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But that's your
and
daughter.
your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
The paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not.
Why would you do this? That's your daughter. That's your daughter.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
That's your daughter. Why would you do this? Yo, you can't make this up.
Not the father.
No, stop.
And the lie detector determined that was a lie. You are not the father. This is the type of scenarios and situations that we're talking about. When people blatantly violate, blatantly show disregard for the agreement, arrangement, contracts, and things that you have in place, go behind your back, do whatever, and then want to still not only play the victim, but try to hold you accountable and hold you in regard for their decision and what they did. I don't understand it. I'll be real with you. Maybe it's my old school, old man brain, but I don't understand it. I cannot fathom. I'm just being real with you. I cannot fathom. You're nothing but a liar, deceiver, a cheater. You're a liar. You're a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreak. And I won't take you back in my life, so I'm taking. Rest in peace, Aretha Franklin. Wow, yo, that's crazy, JJ, man. That's true. That's this song, though. Facts. You have until next week, and you, your baby, y'all got to go. Y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all got to get the hell up out of here. Because matter of fact, this ain't your home no more. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. Yo, so that's a prime example of it, right? But you know, then you have stories like this. And at first, I thought maybe he was trolling, maybe he was joking. But then I thought about some things that happened in my life, and this could very well be possible. So here you go.
Tell you a story why I stopped dating girl online. I was on this line called Tinder. You know, that's before I got married. Me and this girl was talking about for a week and a half. She invited me at her house. Now we sitting on her couch drinking. 4 little bad kids came out, all girls. Are you my new papa? Mama, this is our new papa? And the mother gonna look at her and say, might be. I'm saying in my head, hell no. I'm going to do what your real papa did. I'll be right back. I went to the store. Man, I never went back to that chick house. You know what this chick had nerve to do? True story. This chick did. She went down to the police department, told them I'm on a lot of medication, I have dementia, and I went to the store and left her and the 3 kids. I might be in danger. Now I'm walking down the street where I lived at. Cops roll up on me. Hi, your name is Mr. Johnson? I said, yeah.
What, homie, she did? What, homie? Homie, what she do? Wait a minute. I know you just said, hold on.
Your name is Mr. Johnson? And I went to the store and left her and the 3 kids. I might be in danger. Now I'm walking down the street where I lived at. Cops roll up on
Yo, this is the type of situation that's funny, but not really funny. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane, but this is so insane that it's hilarious.
My God.
Let's go.
Me, hi, your name is Mr. Johnson? I said, yeah, my name. He said, okay, calm down, sir. Have you took your medication today? I said, I'm not on no medication. He said, well, I just want to bring you to the police department because we got you down as a missing person. They brought me straight to the fucking hospital and put me in a psych ward. True story, put me in a psych ward. The only doctor talked to me, you know what today is? Yeah, motherfucker, I know what today is. He said, do you remember your wife and your 4 kids? I said, I don't have a wife and 4 kids. Oh, then he gonna whisper to the other person, he's in denial. They locked me up.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, wow. Yo, I would play the laugh track, but this ain't shit funny about that. I can't. Yo, that's crazy. I hope he's trolling. Ain't no way in the hell. Now, let me say this. I have been in a situation before where I met this shorty. She was cool. She was a cool shorty. She's real cool. And she had like 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Tuscaloosa. Speaking of the University of Alabama, she had like 4 kids, you know what I'm saying? And it was like she was looking for me to be the daddy. And I was like, I'm not the daddy. She was cool and all, but no. We not about to do that. We not about to do that. My man Cajun Darkfire said, wow, I'm glad that never happened to me. I'm glad it never happened to you too either, because it is crazy. My auntie low-key said, man, leave these people. Yeah. But she was a cool woman, pretty and cool, but she had like 4 childrens running around. And there was cool kids. I only went over there like twice. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to make me the daddy. I'm not the poppy. I'm not the father. You know what I'm saying? I just got here. I'm not the father. So yeah, we not about to do that. But that's crazy. She took it a whole nother notch. She went to the police. She told the man that this man had dementia and forgot about his wife and kids. Yo, that's a whole different level of crazy right there. That's a whole different level of crazy. That's about as crazy as this stuff right here looks like. Yo, I seen this and I like to cry. That's as crazy as this looks. Hold on, I got y'all. Hold on. That's as crazy as this shit looks right here.
I just saved myself $150. Shoo!
Yo, this car, where they do that? They talk about something rigged up.
I just saved myself $150. Shoo!
Yo, that's gangster. I ain't never seen. Y'all ever seen that in real life? A car like that was like a Geo Prism or something like that. Y'all ever seen a Geo Prism pulling a trailer like a modular home in real life? That is gangster. I've never seen no stuff like that. But that situation that my man went through is about as crazy as that. It's about as crazy as that. I only went over there twice, then dipped. Hilarious. Yeah. I did, because you know, the first time we went on a date and the kids wasn't around. The kids wasn't around. Then the second time we went on date number 2, and I had to pick her up, and the kids was around, and they was looking at me like, and then one of the kids said, "Daddy," and I was like, "Oh no, no." When the kids say "Daddy," I'm like, I'm not. No, that's against my religion. I'm not gonna be able to do it. She had 4. You know, it's different. Like when someone tell you that they got 4 kids, or they tell you, "Yeah, I got a few kids," and you don't see them and you just chilling. That's one thing. But then when they trying to get serious about you, and then you see them children, that's a whole. That's a whole other. Yo, no chaser. That was a Honda Civic. Yo, get out of here. That was a Honda Civic. Oh Lord. Yo, a Honda Civic. Yo, they need their ass kicked. There was a Honda Civic. Yeah, that situation is crazy. It's a Honda Civic pulling a damn trailer. That's that crazy.
My God.
Got to be more damn careful. Stop. You went over there anyway. But you know how, no, Miss Auntie Low-key, I'm not gonna let you do me like that. See how y'all be trying to do? This was a long time ago, number 1. But number 2, this like around when I first moved to Alabama back years and years ago. I'm talking, my son just turned 10, and his mama from Alabama. So you know I had to been here longer than that. So yeah. No, Miss Low-key. You know how you go on a first date with somebody and you don't really know them. Like I had met her. Me and my peoples had like this restaurant situation going on, and then I had met her at the restaurant. We didn't get a chance to talk that much. We went out. We was getting to know each other. She was cool. You know, back then I ain't really ask about all her kids and stuff like that. I just didn't ask. And then later, you know what I'm saying, I found out the hard way. She probably was fine though. Yeah, she was cute. I wouldn't say fine. Yo, how's that sipping? Wait. Say like, see how that's how rumors get started. How the hell is that simping? Because I dipped out. How is that simping? Say like, see, y'all tripping. My ex-wife had 6 with 4 grandbabies. God, boy. You better than me, family. Oh, you said you talk about yourself, talk about simping? Oh, it was the yams and the stamps. I'm glad you elevated Brother Cellulite Podcast, man. Don't be going with women for them stamps, man. Y'all gotta up your level of game. Yeah, you crazy, man. He said it was the yams and the stamps. Shout out to Cellulite Podcast. You gonna find yourself like this dude right here. Hold on. You gonna find yourself like this dude right here, man.
Mrs. Rivera, I will say this to you. You're foolish. You had a good thing. As soon as it wasn't a perfect thing, it made you angry. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. You most certainly are not perfect. And the next guy you get is not going to be perfect. And unless you're willing to put up with a little bit of, they say for better or for worse for a reason. It's not going to be all lollipops and sunshine. And when it's not lollipops and sunshine for your husband, you at least give him a lollipop. You might not be able to make the sun shine, but you can give him a lollipop, and you didn't do it. You decided that your marriage was about you, for you, and because of you, and when he hit a rough patch, you were like, I'm sick of you. I'm tired of it. You're not a king and wonderful anymore because you're not doing everything I want to. You're no longer Mr. Perfect, and I have no obligation to give anything to you. That's tired and that's sad.
Bars. Tell the judge, bars. And that's the problem. People want perfection. They don't give perfection, but they want perfection. They want everything their way. They want everything the way they want it, and they don't want to give nothing. Bars. Like that person told me that did what they did. I only want to win. There is no such thing, you young fools out there, as only winning. You can't, if you ain't never lost, you can't win. You have to understand that. Again, it's two sides of the same coin. There's no such thing as winning 24 and some more. You're gonna lose sometimes. But the thing is, if you take that L and you make it a lesson, you're winning. That L should not be a loss. That L should be a lesson. And someone here coined that, to make the L's lessons and not losses. Someone here coined it. I don't remember exactly who it was, but shout out to him. I think it might have been Modern Renaissance Man. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Modern Renaissance Man who said that. But that's a fact. It's okay. Listen, when you first was a baby and you was cute and you was cuddly and you was smiling and all cute and cuddly and slobbering and all that stuff, you used to do something like crawl. And then you went from crawling, and then you used to go up to the couch and try to stand up, and then you fall down and you laugh, or either some of y'all little bitch asses would cry. No, just playing. But you would laugh or you would cry, depending. And then you try to get up again. And then you fall down again. But you got up again. So the truth is that you lost your way, or you failed your way into learning how to walk. You failed your way into learning how to walk. You kept doing it until you finally got it. It's the same thing with school. It's the same thing of your job and career. It's the same thing in everything. There are good days and there are bad days in every single endeavor. In every single relationship you have, whether it's that with your parents, whether it's that with your siblings, whether it's that with your nieces and nephews, whether it's that with your brothers and whether it's that with your spouse or your significant other, your work relationship, whatever the case may be, in every single human interaction relationship, there will be a time where you really might not like the other person. Or you definitely don't agree with something they're saying or doing. And that's why in a marriage, they say for better or for worse, because they give room for that. For richer or for poorer, because they get room for that. Till death do you part. Not till you get on my nerves do we part. Not till you piss me off do we part. Not till you, I can't stand you right now, I can't stand the sight of you right now do we part. No. And that's why you hear a lot of people say it's about duty, because that's actually the thing that keeps marriages together, is being committed to your commitments. It's about being committed to your commitments is what keeps marriages together. It's not about love or I love you so much. And that don't keep marriages together, because love comes and goes. That's a feeling that comes and goes. But it is the duty, the obligation, the being committed to it, committed to your commitments, that keeps y'all together. No doubt. Yeah. Y'all hit the Cash App. Show some love to the Cash App. $ Israel Mills, and definitely hit the like button. Listen, likes are free. They don't cost nothing. They cost you nothing. Just hit the like button. Marriage is about duty, my man Chris the Rebel said. It really is. And that's not a sexy word. That's not a fun word. So a lot of people want to run away from that, because that's not sexy. That's not Disney. That's not Hollywood. That's not warm and fuzzy. That's not tingly. So they want to run from it. But best believe one thing for sure, two things for certain, it's not about how you feel. That is how the adversary tricks you, steals from you, and destroys you. He keeps you in your feelings. It's not about your feelings. It's not about how you feel about something. That's not what it's about. But let's go for it. Yo, I wanted to know, I was trying to find it. I was on Instagram and I heard someone post something on Instagram that absolutely amazed me. I could not find it, but they were saying, did they say that 87%? Did anybody else see this? That 87% of people who watch anime on a regular basis are controlled by the devil. Did anybody else hear that or see that daggone thing? I was trying to find it because I caught it like in glimpse, and then you know how I pressed something and then it went away. But I was trying to find it and see. But they said it's 87% of people who watch anime are controlled by the devil. My man Jay Jermaine said duty all day. I don't know about that, but I was curious if y'all seen it, what y'all think. What's up, JLJ 504 HD? What's good, family? How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? So, speaking of El Diablo, nah, yo, check this out, man. Y'all tell me what you think about this. This happened, I guess, a while ago, I think, but I saw this and it really belabored the point of why they be getting at my man like this. Let's go.
Women's sports. You saw the other day the weightlifter and this young woman, 19-year record. Well, I don't know what it is, 200 and some odd pounds. It's a lot. And this record stood, woman's record, for years, 19 years or something. Then a guy came along who happens to be a woman now, according to the laws of our country. And he looked at it. They said, have you lifted before? Not really. Let's take a look. He looks at it, goes, he has the record by like 90 pounds or something. Like, it is so stupid. It is so unfair.
Yo, shout out to Donald J.
Everything woke turns to shit.
That boy is good.
Listen, y'all can say what y'all want about Donald J, right? At the same time, the reason why Donald J, like my man Bizzle said in his rhyme, yo, this is the same dude that y'all was loving for The Apprentice. Everybody taking pictures with it. Everybody wanted to be cool with Donald J until he ran for president. Why is that? Oh, because he don't want to light up the White House like a rainbow? Things that make you go, Now all of a sudden, all the stuff that y'all do, that he's been doing, that y'all do, y'all want to condemn him for, and y'all want to try to attack him for, right? Because he does not want to light the White House up like a rainbow. He does not agree with this feminist LBGTQRSLMP agenda. He don't agree with it. And so now he's a pariah. Y'all was celebrating him for Apprentice. Y'all was celebrating him for his books. Y'all was celebrating him for his business acumen, his big business prowess. But because he does not agree with the agenda, he speaks against the agenda, you want to attack him and you want to diminish his character. And that's how y'all do. That's how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Easy? Easy said Trump 2024. Shout out to you. More Freestyle said Trump 2024. My auntie Low Key said Trump 2024. Okay, we got some Trump supporters in here. Y'all crazy. And he is the only president that didn't promote war. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. But we, hey. Crystal Rebel said, I actually like Trump policies. Feelings and business can't go together. Hey, no doubt. But they want to put feelings and business together because they want the world to burn and to go to hell on hellbats. Did y'all see this purge shit? Did y'all see this purge shit right here? Yeah, this shit right here. This shit right here.
Sheriff's Department will no longer detain people for crimes such as theft, shoplifting, drug use, vandalism, battery, and a whole host of other non-serious, non-violent crimes that affect the quality of life of people here in Los Angeles County.
LA Deputy DA John McKinney explains that due to Judge Lawrence Riff's ruling, many people arrested will be released immediately without having to pay bail before their arraignment.
Judge Riff made the point of saying that he implored California officials like the sheriff, the chief of police, the district attorney, the city attorney. He implored them to testify to explain why he shouldn't issue this order. And he was surprised when no one stood up to challenge it.
No one challenged it. Not LAPD Chief Michael Moore, LA County Sheriff Robert Luna, or District Attorney George Gascon.
Yo, yeah, before I get into this, y'all absolutely right. My man Jay Jermaine said Negroes loved Trump in the 80s and 90s. For real, though, LOL, that's a fact. And Moy said facts. He was the original hip-hop president before Obama. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, yeah, yo, Chris the Rebel, they are definitely on some. Now, be careful what you ask for. You might get it because you asked for it. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you ask for. You might get it because you asked for it. Because this is the things, right? While on one hand, it seems as if, oh, well, people get locked up for all kinds of bullshit, the 14th Amendment, so forth, so on, the prison industrial complex, the road to white supremacy, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, a lot of that is true. A lot of that is absolutely true. At the same time, y'all know good and God dog on well, you do not want a lot of these people next to you. You don't want them living next to you. You don't want them bothering you. And you absolutely don't want them taking your shit. You don't want them taking your shit. So I'm going to need for y'all to make up your damn mind, because I'm trying to tell you, the world is going to hell on a handbasket. If you never believed in the Bible, the Quran, the Torah before, I think it might be a good time to start believing, because believe it or not, if you read them boys, they talk about days like this, where lawlessness will fully rule the world, where the Holy Spirit, or the Spirit of God, will leave the earth and it will be hell on earth. It speaks to this. So woe unto those who do not believe. Those of you who are unbelievers, woe unto you. If you are an unbeliever, I implore you to find something to believe in, because as bad as it is, it's about to go down. It's about to get a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get a lot worse. So those of us who believe, those of us who stand for something, those of us who have a strong sense of morality or a faith-based lifestyle of any sort, we need to stick together. We need to stand for each other. We need to stand up, because I'm telling you, we are under attack. The Bible puts it like this. The Bible said the kingdom of God is under attack. It suffers violence, and the violent taketh by force. So we really have to stand up. We really have to stand firm. We really have to be steadfast, and we have to work with each other, continue to pray for each other, continue to lift each other up. You know what I'm saying? I know. Yo, my man said the devil was a she, him. You crazy, Moy. I don't know about that. Revelations coming true every day. Yeah, Stan. Yeah. Y'all already know. It's crazy. Crazy. Listen, there are important messages of the gospel that is shining light. Please hit the Cash App. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, y'all. Show your brother some love, man. Hit the Cash App, $ Israel Mills, because again, I've been under attack since I've came on YouTube. And I'm not just talking about some of the content creators that you've seen that's come at me, or some of the people in the chat that you've seen that's coming at me. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in real life. My finances have been under attack. My physical body has been under attack. My health, a lot of things have been under attack since I've been on YouTube. I know that God has a purpose and a plan for me. I know that I'm supposed to be doing a work. Now, again, does that make me anybody special? No, it doesn't. There's nothing special about me but God. So, you know what I'm saying? As flawed as I am as a human being, if you can, try to look past that and just get the jewels, the nuggets, the things that you can get that are good about me, and take that and learn from it. Don't look to me, because I'm not God. I'm nowhere near close to God. God is God all by himself. God is almighty. He's all powerful. He's omniscient, omnipotent, He's God all by himself. He has no mother, no father, no sister, no brothers, no sons, no daughters. God is God all by himself. He doesn't need me. You know what I'm saying? He just uses me sometime. Once in a while, when I allow it, because I'm a piece of work. I'll be trying, y'all. But in the meantime, in between time, if you enjoy anything that I bring to the table, anything that I come with, if you're learning anything, you're getting anything from what I'm talking about, y'all show some love, man. Show some love through the Cash App, $ Israel Mills, because like I said, the truth of the matter is, and I've exposed some of it, I have been under attack ever since I have been a content creator on YouTube. And it's not by accident. It's not by mistake. It is by design. Thank you, my man Stanley. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Flowers. Flaws and all. Thank you, brother. Flaws and all. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Stan. Thank you for hitting the Cash App. Thank you very kindly. I appreciate that, man. Y'all, man, most of y'all is the ones that show love and support all the time. And I really, really appreciate, man. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you, and I appreciate it. These Dems really gonna do anything to stop Trump or the election. Trump gonna expose them all. Thought the pan was big. Something gonna pop off before November. Yeah, I can see that. Me too is once you start shining your light, the demons come to try and this thing's, yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do. But like my man said, this is why I play this all the time, y'all. This is why I play this all the time right now. This is why I play this, because it's real. This is why I played this right here. Shout out to my man. Shout out to you, brother.
No weapons formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapons formed against me.
Man, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you, sis, coming through. Sis coming through with the big Cash App. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, sis, coming through with the Cash App. Teresa is the sponsor of the show. I don't know if you have a channel or a business you want to promote, Teresa, but please let me know. But I greatly appreciate you. Thank you.
No matter what the situation,
I'm just trying to climb. Money on my mind.
Teresa is sponsor of the show. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you with the big 70 ball. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me put you up, highlight you, and I appreciate you. Again, if you have a business, a channel, or anything that you would like to promote, let me know, because I definitely greatly appreciate you. Teresa is now sponsor of the show, Big Ballin'. She usually my guys come through. Teresa said, "Nah, I got you." I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Teresa balling on them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Teresa is sponsor of the show. We're gonna open it up too, because Teresa is sponsor of the show. And I don't think, she be on me sometimes. She's like, yo, why you into the show so soon? So Teresa sponsored the show. Thank you, Teresa. We appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly. For facts. We're gonna open up the panel. I'm gonna give y'all a chance if y'all wanna if y'all want to show some love, y'all want to come on the panel. I got you. No business though. Hey, but you are greatly appreciated, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. My man Stanley said, like DMX said, didn't say the weapon wouldn't be formed, just that it wouldn't prosper. Ain't no doubt about it. It's definitely gonna be formed, but it will not prosper. Yo, I'm gonna open it. Let me hit y'all with the link. Sponsor of the show was Miss Teresa. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Here we go. If y'all want to come up and chop it up, the link is here. Now, in the meantime, in between time, these young ladies had a interesting perspective on what's going on, and I wanted to share it with y'all. Let's go.
Again, we hear men scream that they want peace over and over and over again. We blatantly ignore them and do the opposite. It's just sad that we can't let men be men how they want to be men. Or us women are telling men how to be men when we ain't never walked a day in the life of a man. It's just, the shit is starting to get to me. We're starting to be the problem. Yeah. I think we have the men beat, ladies. I think we're the problem. I'm sorry. We are. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Roast me in the comments if you want to.
Bars.
Uh-oh.
My God.
Uh-oh. Yo, my man Cajun Dartfire in the building. What's going on, Cajun Dartfire? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? Just chilling
What's
out.
good with you? What's good with you, family? How you doing today? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Just chilling. Just doing what I do.
No doubt. My man Moy Freestyle in the building. What's up, Moy? What's good with you? What's good with you? What's good with you, man?
No complaints. How's it going, gentlemen? Great day.
Hey, great day to you. Said that's what I said yesterday. Yeah, you're right, Stan. That's what you said yesterday. You're 100% correct, man. Go ahead, Occasion. What you want to say on it, family? What you want to say on it?
Not too much, man. I understand everything that you're talking about because we all go through trials and tribulations in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is stay fast and just strive for greatness.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no doubt. Because life is listen, life is only 10% what happens to you, 90% how you handle it. Because like you said, listen, everybody, the rain and pain and hurt and disappointment and trials and tribulations come in everybody's life. Everybody has their fair share of that. It's never what happens to you. It's always how you deal with it and how you come up out of it.
It's ugly. That's exactly right.
And there's no such thing if you're listening to my family member or anybody else who thinks that all you're going to do is win. Like DJ Khaled said, yeah, it's a caveat to that. When he said all we do is win, 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 no matter what, he's not saying that there's no trials, no tribulations, there's no losses or lessons to be learned. He's saying that at the end of it is going to be a win. But best believe through the process, oh, you take some losses, you take some L's. That's just what's going to happen. You take some L's, man.
All the time. I mean, it's to a point when you take so many L's, you be looking like, what the heck is I'm doing so wrong that I got to take these L's? But then again, you learn from it.
No,
You're
if
supposed
you're
to learn
smart,
from it. Yeah, if you're smart enough to learn from it, sometimes you learn from other people's mistakes. You say,
exactly.
well,
You
but
can view
most people
those
don't do that.
facts.
Yep.
You can view those challenges as opportunities. See it that way.
That's a fact. Hey, my man Napoleon Hill said, with every obstacle or challenge is the opportunity for equal or greater benefit. For every obstacle, there's the opportunity for equal or greater benefit. So yeah. Like, listen, that's what they call turning lemons into lemonade.
Transmutation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you've been reading Think and Grow Rich too.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That's one of the first books that got me on the path. Like, yo, honestly, that when you had the show about Reverend Ike, I don't know how anyone can hate on him because he's helped so many people, including myself. You know, he was one of the people that got me onto some of those people like Napoleon Hill.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna play him on the way out. Yeah, Reverend Ike, man. God rest Reverend Ike's soul, man. Reverend Ike, man, definitely way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? He was way ahead. He was talking this stuff in the 70s, man. In the mid to late 70s, early 80s, he was talking this stuff, man, and he was way ahead of his time. You know?
Also, he wasn't scamming people. There's a lot of people who were in his congregation who he helped make millionaires
Oh
and help
yeah.
businesses.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And they were black people, black and brown people. That's a fact because he was in New York. So that's a fact. A fact. A fact. But you know, anytime, like the thing said, anytime you're a person and you talk about prosperity, you talk about positivity, you talk about seeing and visualizing things, you talk about manifesting things, you always gonna be under attack of the negative minds and the negative people who don't want anybody to be able to tap into the power that each and every one of us has. See, they don't want you to realize that you a little G, you a little God. You have the power in your own universe of your life to create circumstances and situations that you want to happen. Does that mean that everything's going to be perfect? Heck no. Hell no. It doesn't. Does that mean that everything is going to go your way when you want it to? Heck no. Hell no. That's not how it works. At the same time, ultimately, if you don't change the course for your own life, your deeds and your good things that you do will change the course of your family's life for generations and generations to come.
Right. Well, they even told Einstein he wouldn't make it. Oh, my bad. I interrupted you, Cajun.
No, you good, brother.
No, I was
Go
just saying
ahead.
teachers told Einstein that he wouldn't account to anything.
That's crazy, isn't it? When you think about it, ain't that insane? Ain't that insane? They're always trying to tell you who you could be and who you can't be, what you're capable of and what you're not capable of, what you can do and what you can't do. Who do you think you are? But see, you gotta know who you are. You gotta know whose you are. You gotta be in your mirror talking to you, getting in tune, like my man Cat Williams said, getting in tune with your star player. You gotta get in tune with your star player. That's you in the mirror. You feel me, fam? You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Sometimes you gotta be like telling yourself, man, you're a monster, you're a beast. I said, you're gonna get ahead there and get it. I say, man, I say, you winning. I say, we're the best. I said, you gotta put all that in your head when you walk out the door. Now, when you walk out the door, you're gonna get slings and arrows at you, but other than that, you gotta still think, I'm the best, I'm the one. This is mine, this is gonna be me, straight off.
No doubt. Listen, the Bible said, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. Everyone that asks receives, and he that seeks finds, and to him that knocks it shall be open. For if your son asked for a fish, you wouldn't give him a serpent, or if he asked for bread, you wouldn't give him a stone. So if you being human know how to give good gifts, how much more would your Father which is in heaven give to those that ask him? Look at the flowers of the field. They don't toil or sow, but Solomon in all his glory was not adorned like one of these. If our Father takes care of the flowers that sows not, but reaps a harvest, how much more will he do for you who he loves? Are you not greater than the flowers of the field? Bars.
Bars, the
Bars.
original bars.
That's the bars. That's the bars, man. That's the bar. That's the bar. Man, listen, people can say what they want, man. I love me some Jesus, some Esau, man, some Yahshua, whatever you want to call him. I love me some Jesus, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, I love him. Not I don't worship him, but I love him. I'm gonna try to tell you because his example and how he walked and how he prostrated and how he moved about this earth is a shining example of the power that we could walk in. You know what I'm saying? Is a shining example of the glory that we could walk in, the majesty. And it's not about trying to be boastful or brag for or prideful. It's about being in tune. It's about caring for one another. It's about serving one another. It's about loving one another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he preached that himself.
No doubt. No doubt. He did spits and similes and parables. Yeah, he did. He had to sometimes because like they say, no good deed goes unpunished. You see, when sometimes we is telling them directly and plain, that's when they wanted to take his head off. He like, yo, I
They be like, man,
bars.
talk about they be like, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. I don't want to hear 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 it.
Like, yo, you know, it's like, yo, people be twisted up when he said, listen, he said, whoa, what you saying, you God? He was like, nah, I'm not saying I'm God. Listen, it's not me, but the Father who sent me. Like, why y'all coming at me? Like, nah, I'm not saying I'm God. Why y'all trying to play me? They was heated. They was mad.
You think the homie ever had imposter syndrome?
Who's that?
Who's that? Yeshua.
Do I think he ever had imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
No, he said, oh.
No, I don't. Nah, absolutely not. I think
Like in
that
the sense, do you think he ever was like unsure of his capabilities?
Nah, I don't think so. I think that he was so in tune and so adept to what he was doing and what he had going on that absolutely not. Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think there was a learning curve? You think he was just always in tune?
I think yes. I think the learning curve was what I alluded to yesterday, from the time he was 13 to the time he was 30. That was the
Oh
learning
yeah,
curve.
the missing years. Yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't hear that. I'm sorry, I missed that podcast.
yeah. That was you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that was the learning curve. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I think that was the learning curve because you gotta remember he already had some things in him that he was spitting in the synagogue and he was speaking to the people. But then when he went away and came back, he came back with power and glory, man. He came back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, without a question, without a shadow of a doubt. You know what I mean?
You think times are always the same? You think it was the same, like people was going through the same type of struggles back then as was going on now?
When you say that, what do you mean? Like, what identify the
Like
struggles as
not
the
in the
same?
sense in the physical world, like so-called actual events, but in the sense of like the trials and tribulations of the everyday human, like just being on, going through stuff.
Of course, man. Yo, listen, if you go through and you read the Bible, right, and you read some of the stuff that the people was going through, it's the same stuff that people be going through now. People lying on, women was lying on dudes, trying to get dudes set up. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was trying to sleep with people's wives, you know what I'm saying? People was trying to go after people and take their whole family out, take them out to run, to have their stuff. Like, yo, all the stuff that was going on then. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Without question, man. Without question. people were poor, they were thieves, and what we talk about. Yeah, no, he was just asking the question though. But yeah, no chaser, absolutely. It's the same. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I was
you had
asking the question. Yeah, I wasn't being sarcastic or anything. I was genuinely asking.
Yeah. I absolutely think so. I mean, because you had people who were self-righteous, right? People who thought that they had all the answers and they was the ones that was going to heaven and stuff. Hey yo, did y'all ever get into that show Manifest that came on Netflix?
Yeah, I did.
That
No.
series Manifest? All right.
Yeah, I did.
All right, yo. So I watched Manifest, right? And on this Manifest, and not to spoil it for anybody, but if y'all ain't watched Manifest was kind of dope. I liked Manifest because what it did was it put things in a spiritual perspective throughout real earthly things, right? And there was a lot of different dynamics to the thing. But ultimately, there was this girl, right? And her name was Angelina, and she grew up really, really religious, right? And because she grew up really, really religious, she thought that she had all the answers, so much so that she thought that she was a chosen one of God, right? But she was doing all of these things that weren't really godly. She was doing, she killed somebody in the name, you know what I'm saying? Again, not to spoil it, but if y'all get a chance, watch Manifest on Netflix. It was dope. But and it's long, what's like 4 seasons. But anyway, she did all these different things in the name of being a good person or in the name of supposed to be godly, but none of the stuff that she was doing was really for God. And so at the end of the day, she got the judgment that you get when you're just professing with your mouth, but you're not living in your actions. And she got the judgment.
Wait, though. What was the problem though? Was she just preaching and not living, or she was doing the stuff but her intentions were flawed?
And she was one of the survivors.
She was she was doing stuff. To answer your question, she was doing stuff and with thinking that her intentions were right, but they weren't. So she was doing stuff in the name, allegedly in the name of God, for God, but it was all about her ego and all about her own vanity. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's basically what it boiled down to. What up, Stan? What's going on, man? How you?
I'm good, bro. What's good with you?
Hey, man, everything good, man. Everything good, brother. Just just politicking, pontificating upon life and now.
Pontificate.
Yeah,
but
I'm
touch on
about to
that
say
part where
what?
y'all was saying, the part y'all was talking about with the parables. There's a reason why he spoke in parables, just like we have to speak in parables today. Like if
Because
he
the
was talking
Romans were
to a fish,
persecuted.
yeah, but if you talking to a fisherman, you can't talk to a fisherman in electricity talk. Like how you would talk to an electrician, you can't talk to a plumber with that same lingo. That's why he used parables. You know what I'm saying? So that they could understand.
My
That's
man
why.
JD 1975 said Old Testament conceals, New Testament reveals. Go ahead and cook, Stan. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, no, that's deep. But yeah, that's just like when we talking now. You know what I mean? Certain things that we say, a lot of people be offended by it because that's their hit dog that's gonna holler. If we obviously talking in a language that you can understand for you to have the reaction that you had about certain things that gets talked about on these topics. Same
Oh
thing
yeah.
with the Bible. Yeah, same thing with the Bible. You'll get conflicted if you read something and you really understand it and you really had that discernment and it really gets into you. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. That's why I'm glad we had these conversations.
Also, same thing as in today's time, people are very offended by the truth. That was the same in the times of Jesus.
Facts. But that's what the Bible says. In the last
Well,
days, it's gonna be just
what they
like the
say
days
back
of
in the
Noah.
day, the truth hurts, right? They say you only got to withstand the truth. I mean, when you withstand the truth, you can withstand anything.
Right.
Yeah, but what they don't say is it hurts, but after that pain, it's a lot of rewards. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say ignorance is bliss, but that's BS. Like it's a small amount of pain for what you get in the long run when you do accept truth into your life.
Mm-hmm. Like you say, the truth will set you free. That's the most truest statement I've ever heard. The truth will set you free. It might hurt, but hey, the truth
That's
is the
right.
truth. The truth and
The-
the truth don't care who believes in
but
it.
look, it actually, a stand. It actually says the truth will make you free. It will
Right.
make you free. See, that's even deeper and even better
Man,
revelation than it will
right.
set you free. The truth will make
Make
you
you.
free. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
So
Bars.
what Dr. King told the story about the well-dressed lie. Y'all ever heard Dr. King break down the well-dressed lie?
I think I
No, I
remember
ain't
that
never
in
heard.
school in like sixth, fifth grade.
No, I ain't never heard it, but I know about it.
Me
That's been
neither, bro.
yeah, I'm saying that's politicians. That's been our last, you know what I'm saying, a couple of politicians. Well
Mm.
dressed
Oh, that's
liars.
probably all politicians.
Yeah.
I'm sure that because they withhold truths, man. They
Yeah,
be
they
saying
would
what?
go through. I mean, there's probably been very few actually honest politicians. Let's be true. I mean, media itself is the word for the goddess of illusion, the Greek goddess of illusion. So politics is right there. I mean, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. What in Roman times they called it bread and circus. They would give the people
Right.
bread and circus to distract them. The
Yep.
politicians,
Same thing they
gladiators,
doing
all that
now.
shit. What happened?
Same thing they doing now with these dumbass award shows and
Yup.
Essence
Just
Fest and stuff like that, man.
And you know what? Us as brown people, we fall into it the most, I believe, in this country. We be getting bamboozled the fuck out of our culture, following all that BS.
I honestly think they just highlight us the most. I don't think we fall for it the most, but
Oh,
we
okay.
they
Interesting,
do.
interesting
Yeah,
perspective. Okay.
they do highlight us the most because I be thinking about the same thing. You know what I mean? But then even in my town, I'm in Columbia, South Carolina.
Mhm.
Man, you can get 2,000, 3,000 white folks gathered doing whatever they feel like doing, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But you get three niggas to stand on the corner, or y'all got to break that shit up. There's too many of y'all out here.
Yeah, that's some powerful stuff
So
though.
yeah, so I mean, they just choose to highlight our stuff. We ain't
Wait,
doing
wait,
no
wait. Do,
worse.
do, do you mean they actually break it up, or you mean the media portrays
Hell
them
yeah.
just breaking it up?
No,
No, they
hell
break it
no.
up.
The
They
police
ain't
They
do
break
letting
it.
it
They
up.
them.
break it
Okay.
up yeah,
Yeah,
all the time, bro. Like you could be standing there with your partner, man. They be thinking you're doing some kind of drug deal. But like, hold on, bro. They ain't even like that.
exactly. Exactly. But yet, like I say, 200-300 of them can crowd up around a bar and won't nothing be said.
Hmm. It said,
And you
hey,
know
yo,
it.
so they said the negative truth is always better than a well-dressed lie.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard that expression. Definitely. Oh
But
yeah, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
see, that ties back into the Trump situation because, like they say, even if Trump was a racist, he was an honest racist. That's what they were saying. Like Joe Biden, he just a well dressed lie. You know what I'm saying? He told black folks
Not
what he
it.
was gonna do, but then once he got in the office, he said, "Y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up and sit down."
But even
You know what I'm
before that, let's
saying?
be real. He signed with Clinton the '94 crime bill,
He was the
Oh
one of the most
yeah,
architect of
racist
it.
bills.
He was
He
What
was the
the
happened?
oh yeah,
architect of it.
he was one of the
Yeah, he was the
architects when
architect
Bernie
of it.
Sanders
Yeah,
was
yeah.
dead also as well. Bernie
yeah.
That
Sanders
That's
put
that
his
right.
name on as well. So I'm like,
Yeah,
but Bernie
all the
Sanders
all the
saw
crime
his
bills
mistake.
he manufactured. He manufactured all of them ever since the '80s. The
Mm.
'94 one was a real bad one that really took a lot of us out. But no, he did that in the '80s. I mean, he been in the office what 50 years
that just shows where the
behind the
people's
scenes.
mindset is.
Yeah,
That just shows where the everyday or the average American's mindset is. I mean, because to be real, also, like if you want to talk about what you guys just said, a well dressed lie, Creepy Joe ain't even really doing anything for anybody. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the financial literacy thing or the tax thing with Trump. And I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, to be real, I'm just critically thinker. I don't usually, I go more for based on policies than the actual person. But anyhow, the point is like the whole tax thing, it's like that's just financial literacy. And people got mad about that. But you can be somebody making I don't know, 10 grand a year, and you could set up a LLC on LegalZoom, and you can, write off your taxes. That's just, that's an example. And like, I don't know, man. When I look at reality and look at the 4 years, like on an everyday basis thing, because you live long enough and you realize at the end of the day, most things don't change. But I can say the stocks were better, the economy was better. There were certain things that was realistically better that actually
bro.
improved my life when
No
that
doubt,
dude
because
was in the
in
office.
office, because there wasn't no capital gains tax on or that. As soon as whatchamacallit got in office, and then he did the stabilization and tried to
Mm-hmm.
centralize crypto. My crypto went to hell. That's a whole nother thing. Yo, I
Yeah.
was rich. I was rich in crypto. Yo, do you know? I was looking at it. Yo, last year, right? August, June, July, March. Excuse me. Last year, March. Daggone Jasmine had went up to one of my cryptos had went up to $2.63. Do you know
Wow.
that Jasmine right now is not even a penny?
Wow. That's fucked up.
So do you know how much bread I actually lost just in Jasmine? I don't even want to tell people the amount of
But
money I
that's
lost.
because they're trying to put in the CBBC or whatever, the World Forum currency, the World Economic
Right.
Forum currency.
I got that, but I'm just saying I don't want to tell people the amount of money right now that I lost in just Jasmine alone. Not to mention if we start talking about what's my other joint Doge or Cardano or Shibu Inu or whatever. Not any of those, but just Jasmine alone went from dag on over $2.60 per coin to damn, it's now less, it's like 0.00043.
Wow.
Shit, damn, it went
That's
down.
crazy. But that's everything.
Hey,
Everything,
either
the
man,
whole economy.
don't tell nobody. I lost more than that, either man. But yeah, I lost more than that, either man. Yeah, I lost more than either man. Shout out to you, either man.
What they
But
don't
yeah,
tell you is that governments are technically businesses. So it actually, if you a businessman and you running a government, aka a business, at the end of the day, technically that's more in line than a politician.
you lost Jasmine too. Hey, yo, either man, you lost on Jasmine too. Yeah, I mean, I lost crazy, but I got to keep it in because just in case it go back up, so I can sell it at least when I break even. You in Colombia just moved from there. Shout out to JD. He was talking to you, Stanley.
What up, JD?
Yeah, man. Yo, either man. Whew, I don't even like to talk about it, bro. That crypto thing, yo, when Joe Biden got in office, that crypto thing, he killed it so bad it make my skin crawl.
Yeah.
I heard they're teaching Marxism in the schools, in public schools.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, yo, shit is so different since when we were young. So I don't know, man. I feel like it's Mario upside down world. Because when I was young, I wasn't learning this stuff. Like I was learning the proper, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, American way, and like everything wasn't like programmed to be anti-American. So when I hear like one of my friends who's got kids tell me like his kids are learning about Marxism in school in the United States of America, that's like, what the heck? What's going on here? That's crazy.
Hey, either man, you're not the only one, either man. I know you're not the only one, either man. You're not the only one. Let me tell you, you are not alone. I am here with you.
I lost crypto. We all lost.
Bro, that's why when people run around saying, "Oh, is talking about cash apps," I'm like, boy, you just running around talking about cash apps. You don't know. You don't know.
People don't know. People don't know.
You don't know what I'm going through, boy. He begging for cash apps. He begging. Yo, you rich? You got it. What you asking?
But they want to pay $500 for new sneakers. Oh, my bad, Cajun.
Nah, they don't.
No, I was saying, man. I was just saying.
Money.
I was saying if I was in his shoes, which I'm trying to be, I would probably say, man, hey, I need that money. I was like, I ain't trying to ask for much. I was like, you can give me $1 if it helps. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
come on.
look, when Raw B was like, "Oh, is I need money," she was trying to crack jokes. I was like, "You damn right."
Okay.
I said it there. I said, "You damn right. I need money. Listen, I need money. Listen, I don't got too much pride. I ain't fronting. I ain't flexing. Listen, boy, if you only knew."
We all need money, and at the end of the day, you a grown person and you have passions. There's no reason why you shouldn't be monetizing your social media. And
No
at the
doubt.
at the same time, if we were women and we were having a conversation about how we have TikTok or OnlyFans or some bullshit, all the women would be like, "Yeah, you go, girl, empowered this, strong and independent that." But when a man says, "Hey, I'm a content creator, I'm trying to do my thing and get paid for, spreading wisdom," all of a sudden you shunned. That's crazy.
No doubt. We all need money. And listen, but the truth is too, I'm not sitting on my head, on my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
No,
sitting
yeah,
back
yeah.
and not doing nothing. Like,
You
see,
should be
that's the
working.
thing, right? If you're the type of person that you sit back and you just wait for manna to fall at the sky, or you just wait for something to happen out of nowhere, then you deserve whatever fate you get. But if you're one of those people that get up in the morning and you go and you attack it and you do everything that you could possibly humanly do to make it happen for you and your family, you deserve the best that life has to offer because you're going to get it. You're working for it. Not only are you praying for it, not only are you manifesting it, but you are adding value to the world and you are producing something that could be tangible for the world to use. So you deserve to be compensated for your time. You deserve to be compensated for your mental efforts, for your thoughts, and for your ingenuity. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Period.
you deserve it.
That's the truth.
And also, it's hard work.
Yeah, no doubt.
Without
Either
work.
man, you made it back. Yo, bro, I need to email you and find out how you made it back because I haven't made none of mine back yet.
It's
I
hard
need to
work.
find out how you made it back because I want to know how to make it back. I ain't make mine back yet. I'll be honest.
Oh man, I'll take the class because I said, man, I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. That's the thing too. Yo, bro. You know how crazy this joint is? I got some coins. Like I invested in coins, right? When things was going down and things was going bad, right? I invested in coins. Yo, I got the coins from the daggone mint place. On the certificate for the coin, it's supposed to be a fundable coin. I look at it and start looking at it because I'm, like I said, a little hit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I look at it. It got daggone copy on the coin. I'm like, what the?
Damn.
I got the paperwork that say it's supposed to be a real coin. That say it's supposed to be it's such and
Yo,
such
are
value.
you talking about gold and silver, by the way?
Yeah, it's a
Oh, yo,
gold
you
coin.
should use a place called APMEX, man. American Precious Metals Exchange, APMEX.com. They're trusted, and I take my silver to my bullion dealer. Everything's good. I've never had problems with them. But yeah, man, don't get scammed out here. There is definitely fake gold and silver.
Yeah, yeah, but I had the certificate. Everything it's supposed to be a trusted. I looked them up. Everything it's supposed to be a trusted mint place, and I gotta figure out what I need to do about that because
Was
it's
this the
sure
U.S. Mint? Did you order it
when
from
I
the U.S. Mint?
no what's the name of this place? Hold on, bear with me. I'll get you the name. What's the name of this damn place? Hold on. Let me get my paperwork. Hold on. Go ahead. Y'all can chop it up. Let me just.
Look, man, that's crazy because I got some silver
That's
right
crazy.
here.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no doubt.
he
What are
was
those
saying
Morgans?
that
Those are Morgans.
No. These are full .999 silver. This is some of these are Buffaloes, and the other one is a Britannia.
Okay, I got some Morgans. I got some .999 Morgans. Those were real. Those were official. But these two, I got Indian head. They're supposed to be the gold Indian head joints. Them mugs
Oh,
say
you got
copy.
scammed on gold? No, you got to be real careful. But honestly, man, I've never had any problems. They're one of the biggest in the U.S. American Precious Metals Exchange, APMEX. Been using them since like, I don't know, man, 2007.
Marvin
I don't know,
Smith
man.
said
I've been on gold and silver for a while, and they're them and one other place are the only ones I trust as far as online.
Shout out to Jeff Bruton. And then Marvin Smith said, ain't fake, just copies of a coin. But it's not, you know how, so I know I have the big buffalo head ones that are copies, right? That I knew were copies, right? But those cost a lot of money because they have so much 24 karat gold, whatever. But I'm talking about these gold Indian head joints that are smaller. They were supposed to be official tissue. They're not supposed to be copies of the coin.
So
They're
what
actually
so
supposed.
so
Hold
they're
on, real quick.
fractional?
Hold on, real
Yeah, the
quick, boy.
certificate
They're
might be
actually
real.
supposed to be the coin itself. Shout out to Teresa. She said I had 5-ounce bullion silver and several gold 1 ounce. Hey, no doubt.
Nice.
She said nice. Keep them on case. Yeah, no doubt.
Yo, you got fractional? Those were meant to be fractional gold?
Hold on. Let me get the ticket. When you say fractional gold, what do you mean by that?
Like, okay, so you have 1 ounce is the largest, and then you have denominations like quarter ounce, and it goes so on and so forth. So like anything less than 1 ounce is known as a fractional. So like, I don't know what gold is right now. 1 ounce is like 1,300. So like, I don't know, like a quarter ounce is like 500. Let's say, for example.
Yeah. Now
Right.
this was supposed to be okay. So this was supposed to be. Let me see. Okay, this certifies and guarantees that each Buffalo $5 coin is a genuine, non-circulating legal tender issue of the Cook Islands. Each coin is struck in 200 milligrams of 99999 fine gold and features an iconic American buffalo on the observe along with the $5 denomination. The reverse portrays an Indian head with the official Cook Island imprinter.
Oh, okay. So you got a sovereign. You basically you didn't get a coin. You got a sovereign. But if it's still the
But it
gold in its
says
weight.
copy, right? But it says
Yeah, but
copy.
okay,
It's not supposed to say copy.
that just means like the okay, so the only difference in that is basically it's not issued by a government. But as long as it's the gold value in its weight, right? So if it's a quarter, an ounce, whatever it is in the weight, then it doesn't make huge difference. You're gonna get a slight difference between let's say a coin and a sovereign, which is basically anything that's minted that's not technically licensed by a government. Let's say that's the best way I can describe it. But if like the woman who got an ounce, right? If she got a gold ounce that's from the U.S. Mint, or she got a gold ounce that's a sovereign, then it doesn't make a difference as long as it's 0.999 fine gold. She could still take that to her local bullion dealer, and she can get the money for it, the cash for it. The only thing she's not going to be able to do is take that to an actual government mint and get cash for it. But she could take it to a pawn shop, or she could take it to an actual dealer, and she's fine.
She said US. Hey, look, put the link. Hey, that might be helpful if you can. Can you put the link in the chat to the place that you was talking about?
The place I was talking about, I'm not on the chat right now, but it's called APMEX, APMEX, and it just stands for American Precious Metals Exchange, and they're the largest online exchange in the country.
Okay, no doubt. Hey, yo, see, so we're not giving financial advice, but at the same time, we're giving. See, now this is the thing, and this is the thing a lot of people don't talk about that I'm gonna start talking about, right? Nothing has value except for the value that you put on it. There's a lot of things that we buy and a lot of things that we have that we pay a lot of money for, especially me. I pay a lot of money for some stuff. But when it comes time for resale, or when it comes time for getting your money out of it, a lot of it has no value at all. So it's very important to put your money and your profits into things that grow with value, that extend value. And I tried to do my best. I've been trying to do my best to invest in things that really do expand. You know what I'm saying? Like gold, like silver, like real estate and stuff like that. Stocks and stuff like that. Unfortunately, like I said, the crypto and the stocks have hit rock bottom right now, but I know a lot of those stocks are going to come back. and I'm praying that the crypto comes back. But it's really, really important to invest yourself like in real estate and things like that that appreciate with value. You know what I'm saying?
I understand it.
Good advice.
Yeah. So
That's
you
home
know,
fast.
yeah, a lot of like, yo, I ain't even gonna front, man. Like even like the diamonds and all that stuff is cool, but a lot of times they don't even go unless it's like a solid big ass rock or stone. They don't even go by the diamonds. They just go by the gold weight.
Yeah, facts, and
Yep.
also the precious metals. I mean, semi-precious and precious stones. Technically, the worth is based on how they're cut. So,
Mm-hmm.
like the gem cutter is really who makes the majority of the money when it comes to that. But in general, when you bust down something that's not meant to be bust down, the value goes down. Unless the Rolex already comes with diamonds, you shouldn't bust it down.
Right. Oh yeah, of course not the roller. Yeah. It's definitely worth
I
more
just use
if you
that as
just
an example.
yeah, no, you're right, but you're absolutely correct. It's definitely worth more if you just keep it factory set. Hey, Teresa, bought mine from CMI Gold and Silver, not a financial advisor. Shout out to you, Teresa. Thank
Yep,
you.
CMI is good. I know them too.
We appreciate you. But yeah, but you know, a lot of times, even the cars that we buy, you know what I'm saying? The cars that we buy, sometimes the homes that we get, the clothes that we get, the jewelry that we get, like a lot of that stuff don't be worth shit.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your take on the whole home thing? Because a lot of people in the financial space,
I'm talking
and
about
even
renting
people who
now.
are in real estate, no, they like a lot of people have been saying that like homes is not actually like we've been sold a lie that like a home is a good investment and technically it's not.
Well, okay, so
What's your
if you
take on that?
all right, cool. If you take it basically, okay, so basically, what is an asset? Let's go from the school of Robert Kiyosaki. An asset is something that makes you money, right? What is a liability? The basic of a liability is something that costs you money. So for most people, their home is actually not an asset because it doesn't make the money because they're paying a mortgage, which mortgage means till death in Latin, and so they're paying a mortgage. And besides them paying the mortgage, they have to pay taxes on it. And it's not actually bringing them much money back, or it's only bringing them a percentage of their money back when they file taxes at the end of the year. You see what I'm saying? So in that sense, unless you're using it as an Airbnb and you're making money, or you're renting it out and making money, or you're doing some sort of thing with your home, it's really a liability in that case.
Wow, you put me on, and I've read Robert Kiyosaki. It means mortgage in Latin. It means death.
Yeah, till death. It means till death. Mort is come from like
Yeah,
mortality.
mort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
engage.
Wow.
Yeah, till death. Yep. So the thing of it is it just depends on you. Like okay, so some people would say, hey, look, you rent a place. Let's just say the average rent where I live is $1,500 a month, right? Let's break this down. All right, so the average rent where I live, 1 bedroom or whatever, is $1,500 a month. Okay, let's 1,500. Okay, 1,500 times 12 equals $18,000. Okay, so $18,000 times 30, which is the average mortgage term, is $360,000. So boom. So they say, okay, boom, you rented a place, and let's just say, for the sake of a crazy example, the rent stayed the same, which it never does, and you rented this place for 30 years, you would have paid $360,000. So some people would say, shit, if you was paid $360,000 anyway to live somewhere, you might as well have bought a home, and then at least you have something to leave somebody. You can't leave them the apartment, you can't leave them their lease, but you can leave somebody a home or whatever. So even though
That's assuming you have a family, though, right? So
right.
only good
Assuming
for
you
a
have a
family,
family.
basically.
Right. Assuming you have a family, you paid, and at least somebody can benefit. Or if you live longer, you have the benefit of paying off your home, and then you own the home and you don't have to worry about paying rent anymore. So it's up to you and your philosophy, to be honest with you. I could see it both ways, but it's up to you.
Well, buying a house during the pandemic worked for me and my wife.
It did? How so? And again, this is not financial advice, but tell us how so, Stan.
I mean, because the housing market was shitty. Everybody know that, you know, especially during that time, because everybody was out of work. They had the rent memorials and all that stuff. And I was like, nah, we need to find a spot, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna buy or whatever like that. So something came up, and the only thing we needed was 10% down on a $100,000 house. We jumped on it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was low interest during that time. Did you get a fixed rate or did you get a variable rate?
No, I got a fixed rate. It's gonna
That's
like
good.
that.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
good.
Way to
Yeah, that's
go.
good. Yeah. So
But
that's good.
at
It
the
was
same,
reasonable. Go
yeah.
ahead.
So at the same time, you know, I can get my daughter. My daughter, she's 22, so she can do the same thing, and I'm just showing her because nobody showed me. You know what I'm saying? And I've been renting all my life, and just like you said in them numbers when you did that math, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that don't even make no sense. I can't keep doing that, and plus I had to move out of the city because when you got kids and stuff like that, you don't want to raise them up in the city. I was raised in the inner city, so I know I didn't want that for my children. That's why I came back to Columbia.
That makes sense.
Yep.
It's crazy out there, man.
No
You
doubt.
got, like you said, you got to do what's best for you and your family, and your setup, and your situation. Go ahead, Ed.
No, 100, 100, 100. Hey, no doubt to say, great job, Stan. Hey, Marvin, I wanted to know why you say it's a buyer's market. With the interest rates as high as they are right now, the highest that they've been in a long time, why do you say it's a buyer's market? Help me understand, Marvin.
I want to know that too, because
You
these
talking
even
about right now?
commercial real estate, they are losing. Like commercial real estate, they can't even keep people in there because people not coming back to work.
True. Commercial real estate's taking a hit. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we moving into the gig economy, and people are gonna have to make a shift. That's real talk right there. And then you got AI, so
Yeah,
you know we're gonna
but
have to
then
adapt.
but think about this: they closed up Section 8. That was
Oh,
already
okay.
bad anyway, but then they
I
closed
got
up the Section 8. The rent memorial, they done lifted that. So now these landlords want their rent. On top of wanting their rent, they already charging the next person because they had to lose and go without for so long. They catching up. You know what I'm saying? So no, I wouldn't agree that this is a good housing market right now.
No, he was saying, so he clarified. He said no, not he talking about when you bought your home. It was a buyer's market then, but yeah, now is one of the worst times to try to buy a home. Now
Are
it's
any of
really
you
bad.
guys in real estate?
That's what they said.
Now
No,
I
but
dabble. I'm not heavy in it. So either man I think is real heavy in it. Either man,
Yeah,
if you
I got another question. I mean, I was a B student, mainly C, but maybe this is the dumbest question, but like, how come, like, at least in my city and other major cities, it seems like landlords like can just keep raising the prices, and like often it doesn't seem like the quality goes up. So does that money just go in their pocket, or do like they actually need to raise the prices? Because
No,
I
that
always
money,
wondered,
it's up
like,
to their own discretion. It's up to their own
exactly.
discretion. So what happens is though, property taxes do go up though sometimes because the property taxes can go up, especially when the rates. So what happens is this: the market dictates the prices of homes, right? And so
okay,
especially what you found is when the interest rates went really, really low, it wasn't a buyer's market, it was actually a seller's market. When the interest rates went really, really low, that means a lot of people were trying to buy homes. And because there were so many people trying to buy homes, the supply was limited, but the demand was high. So you had people that were bidding against each other and paying hundreds of thousands of dollars over the price to get into that house. And so, and so what happened is now you're having where it's bottoming out, where people have paid so much over to get cars during that time, or paid so much over to get houses during that time, that they're upside down in those homes and in those cars and stuff like that. And so that's why a lot of people are getting their cars repossessed and losing their cars. And that's why a lot of people are now finding themselves facing foreclosure and stuff like that with their home because they paid so much over the actual value of the home. So
so is it fair
wait,
market value, or like
No,
they
but
could just make up the price. Like they do have like a gauge system. It's not
well,
immoral.
some states do and some states don't. But what I'm saying, what this is what Stanley was alluding to back then, during the pandemic, they were getting reprieve. A lot of the renters were getting reprieve from the government, and so it was rental forgiveness type situations. And so because a lot of the landlords, unless they filed the proper paperwork, they weren't getting paid during that time. Then they actually took a loss. So a lot of them are trying to recoup the money that they lost during the pandemic. Hey, JD 1975 says still have to look at the property taxes. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. But yeah, just real
Turns
quick,
into a bidding war. Yeah, that's true, Love Joe.
yeah.
What's up, guy?
We was trying to find a house to rent, and the landlords was like, we can't. It's nothing that we can do. We want to get these people to move out because they're not paying their rent, but we can't get them out because of the rent memorial. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of landlords that knew me. Like we got to know each other personally during this time, and they was like, yeah, we would love for y'all to be in the house, but we stuck. So that's how I know. I was like, man, this is getting crazy out here. So when the offer came up to buy this brand new, oh yeah, we jumped on that.
Hey, no doubt. No doubt. And you was fortunate, man. Congratulations to you and your wife, man. I praise success. At the same time, you know, a lot of people, you know, it's a lot of, sometimes the work is on you, like the maintenance, you know, maintaining the home, you know, the roof, you know what I'm saying, the system. So it is other costs that are aligned with you yourself owning a home versus if you rent. So it's just really like a risk analysis for you and yourself and your own personal situation that you would have to do.
Let me tell you the upside of that though is your woman get to see the man that you are. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no depending on the maintenance man and all that stuff. You are the maintenance man. Because I've been the maintenance man before. You know what I'm saying? I've been the head maintenance supervisor at my old job. So when it comes to the stuff breaking down at the crib, you know what I'm saying? If I don't know how to do it, I get on YouTube. I know somebody was on there yesterday in the chat. They said that if you getting your advice from YouTube, something wrong with you. I didn't learn
YouTube University.
What YouTube University? Come on, man.
Yeah,
well,
YouTube
man,
University.
I'll tell you on my own experience. I said, man, I use YouTube if I want to learn how to fix a complex machine like computers and all. I mean, that's how I learned how to fix phones.
No, that's why I said YouTube University. You can learn a lot on YouTube.
Man,
that's
look,
fact.
They got videos show you how to take your alternator out and all that stuff. I'm talking about YouTube, but like I said, it's a certain respect once you do that and you don't depend on nobody from the outside, and your family, you know what I'm saying, your wife, whatever, can see, okay, you're a problem solver. You know.
Wait, hold on. See how people do. Who Bishop fake Bishop TD Jakes. What money do I owe Angry Man?
Damn, what the fuck? People are crazy.
I don't owe Angry Man no money. Angry Man never loaned me no money. So what money do I owe Angry Man, Bishop?
Yo, man, those are just demons trying to instigate, man.
That's Angry Man $2.
Those are just trolls, man.
I know, just trolling. Shout out to my and gonna put the good Bishop TD Jakes in it. Why would you do that? Right. Hey, shout out to JD 1975, not in mortgage, but in reverse mortgages. Yeah, no doubt. You better use that YouTube. Hey, no doubt. Listen, YouTube University. Y'all are crazy.
YouTube Uni.
Just like you were saying on those cars. Even used cars right now are priced so crazy right now.
Oh man, the price of used cars have gone up so much. Yes, it's crazy. I should have bought a used Beamer. Yes, it's still crazy. I was looking the other day.
Now, hey, yo, Marvin said we both. How do I owe you 20K, Marvin? He said we both owe him 20K. How I owe you 20K, Marvin? Y'all are crazy. Marvin, how do I owe you 20K?
Yeah, for me showing up on the chat, man. I say you.
Yeah, man, Marvin, you owe us 20K for that ridiculous comment.
I know he's talking about just kidding. Hey, man, you need to hit the cash app. You and Bishop TD Jakes need to hit the cash app.
Bro, I told him, I said, dang, bro, if you needed that bad, man, won't you hit me up with at least 10? I'm cool.
Yeah, hit me with at least 2. I'm good with that.
Sure, y'all.
But with the back on the real estate talk though, just me moving into my spot, I seen how they took probably 2 acres worth of land and they put a bunch of manufactured homes on there, customized, and they getting it. And I'm like, okay, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And where I'm at, they got acres on top of acres on top of acres between here and Orangeburg. Man, they got acres for sale.
Talking about available for sale.
Yeah, so that's my next move, man.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful. Well, you just gotta be careful with that because land rights and then zoning and then what what I'm saying, like if there's hazardous waste, like there's a lot of things to buying land that's a little different than buying a home that you really gotta kind of know before you get into it. But I implore you, man, listen
and definitely test the water.
I got family out here too, so that's why I say this is my hometown. So I feel what you're saying. Yeah, I've done the research and all that.
That's what's up.
Oh, absolutely.
I got a friend. He put solar panels on his home, and he already saved he's done it for 8 years, and I think after like the 4th or 5th year, he started saving.
These folks got solar panels on their house, and they're using well water.
Yep, that's how it should be. Yeah, in general, I mean, we got to take it back because honestly, there's a lot of advantages to that and the self-sufficiency because anything can happen. You in the city and you basically relying on other men for things you should be able to do yourself. So I think everybody should be on a path to one day want the land and the homestead. That's how I believe that's where we all should be.
Ain't no doubt. But I heard they even charge for well water now. Like even what I'm saying? Like they got it rigged some type of way where even with well water, you gotta kind of.
Well, some places they don't even let you collect rainwater.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's true. You can't even collect rainwater. That's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the powers that want to be.
Yeah, I'll pay for well water though. You know what I'm saying? I take that little tax because you getting taxed for the water in the city, and the water in the city you can't even use.
Nah, I think all that stuff is unconstitutional. Once you own the land, you should just own it straight up. No crazy fees, this, that, and the other.
It wouldn't be America though. You know that it wouldn't be America.
What do you mean it wouldn't be America?
It wouldn't be America if they charge you for error.
Right.
Yo, get out of here with that.
They're gonna start charging for error down too. Yeah, they're gonna start charging for error too. Wow.
It's air for $400 a day, man, in the hospital. I'm telling you.
Right. It's bad enough they're charging us for land because who the fuck they bought it from?
Exactly. Anyway, they ain't buy it for those. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation right there, Stan. We already know.
Well, that's everybody. I mean,
I look at because you know what I'm saying. I love cities. You know what I'm saying. I heard you say you from New York is like, but look how people in the boroughs are living. You got millions of people stacked on top of each other.
On top of each. Oh yeah, listen, I don't brag about it. Trust me,
bro. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying. But
nah, the cities are good for making money, but let's be real. The cities aren't conducive for a better quality of life. Not to mention, most people are knuckleheads. Let's be real. If we lived in a world where 80% of people had good moral standing, I'd be like, yeah, the cities are dope. But in general, I mean, most people are fucking eggheads, man. It's unfortunate.
It's a hard life.
In the country, to be real, people be making fun of the country folks. Because I'm from the country originally, and people be making fun of me when they find out I'm from the country. But there's a lot more dumb shit that happens in the city any day from bumblefuck where I grew up.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I listen, I ain't gonna front. Yeah. I love country living all day, every day. People could say whatever they want. You would have to pay me multiple millions of dollars to move back to New York at this point. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I would never, if I could help it, move back to New York. I ain't gonna lie. I'm from there, bred there. I love my people that still live there. But there's no way that I've lived the life that I live where I live. I would much rather all day, every day stay in Alabama than live.
Good. I'm so happy for you, and honestly, I'm trying to be there one day. The country life is better, quality of life. And I think as you get older, you start to realize this. But quality of life is worth so much. Even simple things like you said, not going outside. There's no dog shit. There's no graffiti. You know what I'm saying?
Pollution. Word about going down the block because you got ops that's right there on top of you.
Look, for real. you dodge death about 10 times between the time
10
you leave
times
your
before
house
you got
and
out your
come
house.
home. You know what I mean? So it'd be crazy as hell. Yeah, before you get out your parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo,
But
but these are the
I
things
just
that our
lived in that
community
bitch.
unfortunately glorifies. Like that's why, like I never understood people like in the brown community in America glorify poverty. Like it's a glorious thing. Like there's nothing good comes out of poverty,
But
I'm gonna
except
tell
for
you why they
the
do it.
will to
yeah,
thrive. But like
I'll tell you why.
technically, poverty doesn't breed good things.
no
No,
doubt. But
but
it's the
I'll tell
same
you
reason
why.
why that woman just flipped it on that man. But go ahead, Stan, and I'm gonna
I'm
go after
sorry,
you.
I
Go ahead,
interrupted you, Stan. What's up?
No, you
Stan.
ain't interrupting me. I'm just saying. I'm gonna answer your question. I mean, because I've been on both sides of it, so I can get paid off writing about it. But check this out. This is why they glorify it. It says a lot about a certain type of person that got everything against them. They got all the bullshit in the world that they carrying around on their shoulder, or they got to go through. Because just like the comedian said, these same neighborhoods that y'all scared of, we fucking scared of. We have to live in it though.
Mm-hmm.
So when you live in it and you grow up around it, and that's all like
Oh, you know.
you a 7, 8 year old, or you a 9, 10 year old, or you a 12, 13 year old. You're in the same killer spots that these grown killers be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And once you
understand that. I'm
survive,
just saying
hold on,
other
Oh,
hold
hold
parts
on,
of
on.
the
hold on.
world.
Let him
No,
finish. Let him finish, man.
My bad, my bad.
I ain't get to the good part. Well, not even the good part, but once you survive that, because like I said, when you in the midst of it, you have a mentality that I'm not gonna make it past 15.
Right.
Hmm.
Then you make it to 15, and you like, oh shit, I made it to 15, and the whole time I'm in a war zone. These
Uh-huh.
mentally, these motherfuckers are in a war zone.
Physically in a war zone.
Yes, you know what I'm
Too. Go
saying.
ahead.
So they get to 21, 22, and shit. Of course they're gonna glorify it because that's all they know, and they felt like shit. I survived it.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
that's different than
The fuck else I got to talk about?
glorifying.
Hold on,
No, but
hold on,
that's
hold
all
on.
I. But that's all I got to talk about. Cause that's all I know.
Exactly. Because it's all you know.
I didn't embrace this shit so long that this is all I know. You
Right.
can't, you know what I'm saying? Being institutionalized ain't just in jail. You know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
could be
No,
institutionalized in your
definitely.
neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, and we are all in a sick society, bro.
Yeah,
True.
besides that, to
You
add
know,
on to that, it's all you know, but besides that, besides it being all you know, think about it.
mhm,
Just like nobody really wants to be wrong, nobody really wants to think about the way that they grew up, or because what it means is it's an indictment on your parents and on your people that raised you. That's really what it is. It's an indictment on your parents and your people that raised you. And most kids mentally cannot fathom indicting their parents to that type of degree to say, why would you raise me in this shithole? Why would you raise me like that? Why can't you get yourself together to create a better life for us and our family? What is going on? So most kids can't fathom that. So they would have to fantasize or create an alternate reality out of their situation to cope mentally with the shit that they're dealing with every day too. That's another aspect of it.
yeah,
I
that
get that.
is.
I
That's
get
the
that. But how
aspect
come
that
in
I
other
lived in.
countries? What happened?
No, I'm saying that what Ed said was deep as hell because that hit me hard because that's what I had went through. And what happened was my mama
So
sent
do
me off
I.
the job. Yeah, my mama sent me off the job corps my senior year of high school. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And when I left job corps, me being mad and didn't understand what she was doing and why she was doing it because I just looked at it as damn, you sent me off. You know what I'm saying, to a strange place. But anyway, make a long story short, after I left there, I came to Atlanta. So I was in
Mhm.
Atlanta from 15 to like 35 or something like that. So I stayed in Atlanta and soaked up city life, even though I came from Columbia. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But anyway, make a long story short, she did that to get me out of that situation. Now I understand it. That's why I thanked her before she passed or whatever. But I get it because
My
exactly what you
condolences,
just
fam.
said. It's all good.
Mhm.
Same here, man.
Appreciate
Condolences.
you. Yep.
My
Hey,
condolences.
shout out to our PT Tipsy Nomad Israel. Did you ever watch Double Dragon the movie? No, I never watched Double Dragon the movie.
Yo, Double Dragon. That's a great movie.
Shout out to
No, it
my
ain't.
man.
No, it ain't.
Hold on, real quick. Shout out to my man JD 1975. What's good, family? How you doing,
What's
JD?
up? What's up, everyday? What's going on, man?
What's
Just had
happening,
to
bro?
step down for a second. What's up, Cajun, man? You out the hospital, I see, bro. Good to see that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
All right,
out,
that's
man.
what.
Just living
Yeah,
life.
Had to shout out to my Columbia, South Carolina people too as well, man.
All right, what's good?
Chilling, man. One thing, because I work in reverse mortgages, and I was listening to a statistical rate, and his was talking about, the advantages of renting versus owning.
Right.
And it really just, like he said before, it's really your choice. Now, in your case, you got a good deal. My advice, pay that thing off as soon as you can. I'm pretty sure you and your wife got a plan. I'm not trying to tell you how to do it, because,
No, that's the
but if
plan.
you can pay it off because, I'm in Texas. That same house, or for what you paying, is probably a 1-bedroom apartment, because once again, each state is different because of property taxes. I've heard a stat where people have done reverse mortgages more than 5 times, and they paid for their house just as much as they paid for more than a used car on a used car lot. You get what I'm saying? That to buy here and pay here. And it's crucial, but you have to move accordingly. I ain't a millionaire, not yet, but you kind of gotta, like you said, you gotta eat them beanie weenies and them ramen noodles for a hot minute. Financially,
Yes,
to do what
stay
you
away
gotta
from the
do.
ramen noodles, though. Stay away from the ramen noodles.
Stay away from
Yeah,
all
stay
of
away
it.
from ramen noodles. Mad
Stay
heavy
away from
metal.
all of it. Really, because that sodium and stuff. That's a whole nother conversation piece right there. You got a lady, y'all get in that kitchen and cook, and that's the other thing. Me and my wife now we do. We started gardening at our house, and that's what grandmama did. You know how it is back in Columbia. You say you got people, and everybody back in Orangeburg. Them gardens back there.
Everybody house had every vegetable and fruit that you can think of. You can just go in the backyard and just go crazy. But yeah, go ahead.
But at the same time, that's how we did as men. Some years ago, in the 20s. Like when my grandfather. I was born in Greenville, so how it is up in Greenville. My grandmother's house and her neighborhood. That house had to be like about 86,000 when she bought it. I guarantee you, the land right now and how much gentrification and all of that. If she was to sell, if we were to sell our grandmother's house, we would make at least a $200,000 profit.
Most definitely.
So like I said, that renting them, it really just depends. I mean, and some people, let's be truthful. The expat population is starting to ramp up. We talk about passport bros, but you got couples out here that's getting out of the United States. Real talk.
Spain, because Spain is paying couples to come over there and live.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know about that either.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Look at Panama. Look at Panama, because the U.S. dollar is the currency there. You can still operate your business here or remotely. And just, I'll come to New York when, like you said, you love New York, but you'll come there and visit and turn right back around.
Yep. Listen, 2 days max. JD, 2 days max. I'll be ready to leave. I ain't gonna lie to you. 2 days. Man, 2 days, I'll be ready to go back home to the country. People say what they want. I love the country.
Yeah, but I just
wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Because I stayed in Atlanta 20 years. I only been back in Columbia for about 2 years. And when I go back and forth a day and a half, like you say, 2 days tops, I'm ready to come back. I can't take it.
Yeah, I stayed in Atlanta. I was over there in Decatur. It was on 6 all day, boy.
Yeah, I stayed in I was over there on Campbellton Road for a little while.
Gone too.
Panthersville, was it Panthersville Road? I was over there for a second.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta, but I loved Atlanta when I was a kid, like when I was like 6 or 7 years old, when the Dodger Stadium was like right down the street from from the colleges and stuff. Yeah. That, and there was some good days. Now, don't get me wrong, it was crazy because we saw some stuff too. But
it was still some good days.
It was some good days. But Atlanta now, no, I love y'all, but I don't like y'all.
Yeah.
I can't knock my home though. Me,
Shout out to ATL, shawty.
Yeah.
ATL, shawty.
Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
ATL.
Ain't
Yeah,
nothing
for
ain't the
real, for
same like
real.
it used to be,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That's why I
man,
love
that's so
Atlanta.
true.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, and you probably can attest to this, and I'm not trying to glorify it, but even back then when they had the Florida Georgia wars, it wasn't as bad as it is now. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's bad now, and back then you would come out your apartment and be, stepping over dead bodies as a kid, and it still wasn't as bad as it is now. That's crazy
Yeah.
to even say.
Yeah.
That's
True
crazy to
that.
even say, man.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Telling you.
But man, I
Yeah,
just wanted to, I got to go back to work, man. I appreciate you having me on here, fellas. Y'all stay safe. Always praying for everybody up here.
Right on, brother.
appreciate you.
All right.
Appreciate you. Thanks for dropping that gem.
Appreciate you.
Yep. So yeah.
Yo, shout out to my man JD 1975 all day, all day, all day. Hey, look, man. Look. Y'all want to say any last words real quick? I'm probably about to close it down.
Right.
I appreciate y'all.
All I can say is keep it light and keep it tight. That's all I can say.
Right. Respect each other, man, and stand on your own 10.
Hey, no doubt. I think my man, Angry Man is live right now. Y'all check out the Angry Man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for sending cash. That's my man Cajun Darkfire, my man JD 1975, Teresa, sponsor of the show. Thank you, Teresa. Everybody that sent the cash app, I appreciate y'all. Hold on real quick. Let me get that. Hold on.
Salute to you, Miss Teresa. Appreciate you being a sponsor.
Yeah, same here. Salute to you, man.
And it's good to see you back, bro.
Thank you.
My fault. Y'all had all that daggone feedback, man. I couldn't think with all the people talking in my head. Hey, thank you to Stanley, man. Thank you, Jay Jermaine, Cajun Darkfire, NP, JD 1975. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. And Teresa, sponsor of the show. Man, listen, it's been a dope conversation. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. I hope y'all learned something today. I'm gonna let y'all go out to my man. Check this out. Peace. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later. All right.
Peace.
All right. Let's go, my man. Hold on. Damn. I don't think I kept it up here. Hold on. Bear with me. Let me play this for y'all on the way out. I was supposed to keep it up there, but I didn't. So I'm gonna give y'all this then.
Avoid negative sources, people, places, things, and bad habits. B. Believe in yourself. C. Consider things from every angle. D. Don't give up and don't give in. Don't let a damn thing get you down. E. Enjoy life today. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow never comes. F. Family and friends are hidden treasures. Talk to them and enjoy their riches. G. Give more than you plan to give each day. H. Hang on to your dream. I. Ignore the bullshit. J. Just do it. K. Keep on trying no matter how hard it may seem. It will get easier. L. Love yourself first and most. Love God always. M. Make it happen. N. Never let them see you sweat. O. Open your eyes to see everything around you. P. Practice make perfect. Q. Quitters never win and winners never quit. R. Read, learn, study about everything important in your life. S. Stop procrastinating. T. Take control of your own destiny. U. Understand yourself first so that you can better understand others. V. Visualize it. W. Want it more than anything. X. You already marked your spot in the world. Y. You are unique with all God's grace and no one can replace you. Z. Zero in on your target and go for it.
No matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb. Got to do a nigga face.